Good evening and welcome to Frost Callonau Stadium from Tiffin, Ohio, as the 1-1 Columbian Tornadoes play host to the undefeated River Valley Vikings in tonight's non-conference streaming matchup of the week here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Good evening. My name is Dominic Helmstetter, and joining me is a fantastic crew. I've got my good friend here, Zach Dillon, Connor Roush, and then our technical wizard, Greg Kinn. Welcome, guys. All right, so we are 10 minutes at the 10-minute marker here for the first quarter, and we've already got one drive under our belt here as the River Valley Vikings, they accepted the kick, and then they proceeded to march down the field for 75 yards where Shadone, their hot shot quarterback, punched it in from 4 yards out, and our score at the moment, 6-0 Vikings, as the PAT was no good.
Yeah, and one of the things that we saw from this first drive is just the high-octane offense of River Valley. No huddle all the way. I think they went 5 or 7 plays right down the field. Big plays. We see the squib kick
Shuttle
here.
kick picked up by Columbian at the 10-yard line up to the 25, 26, taken down right around the 28-yard line, and that's where we're going to get our first look at the Columbian offense tonight. Of course, last week was a huge bounce-back week for Columbian. They picked up their first victory of the year as they were able to take down, let's see, who was it? They had Springfield, I believe it was. So this is something they really want to continue as, referee down.
No.
He's down. Springfield, they were able to defeat him 46-17. All right, so Brogo from the shotgun. He slings it. He's got his man taken down right at the 34-yard line where you're going to have a 2nd and 3 for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, talking with Coach Lutz this week in a pregame interview, he thought that this is going to be a very important game, and it's going to be decided on the defensive side of the ball. 2 high-powered offenses as you see this run right here.
Damian Brockington with the rush. First down, Tornadoes.
So it's going to be a pretty exciting matchup here tonight.
Both teams going no huddle all the way, picking up as many plays as they possibly can. First down from the 45-yard line, fake to Brockington, and no go for Brogo. Number 6, Braden Rogo, he tossed it to his brother, and incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and long for the Tornadoes.
Good ball placement there, just right through the hands.
Tornadoes, here we go. Another quick pitch out to the right. And a little scat back going to pick up, cross midfield, up to 45. It's going to be taken down right around the 44-yard line. And that should be good enough for a first down for Columbian. Number 4, Jack Corper, picking up the first down.
And let me tell you, what an effort there by Corper. They go no huddle again. The awareness to sidestep a man and cut right back up infield.
Here we go. Rogo tosses it to his scat back, and he is all the way. Touchdown, Columbian. That's as simple as that. He's waving to the fans. He's giving high fives to the band, and that's easy. Damian Brockington, touchdown, Columbian. And they answer just like that. It took them about a minute and a half to respond to the Vikings, and they have a chance to take the lead with the PAT.
See that waved. It looks like the Heidelberg University coach is on the sideline. That's Coach Scott Donaldson, Jason Lewis, offensive coordinator, waving hello.
Getting those recruiting, the recruiting FaceTime on the field. And the PAT is low. It is wide left. It looks like it is no good. So both teams, they swap touchdowns. They missed the PAT. And with 8:58 remaining in the first quarter, we've got a 6-6 ball game.
And like we said at the top of the show, this is going to be a high-scoring affair. 2 teams coming off of 40-point wins each. High-powered offense. They're all going no huddle. So that's going to be really, really fun to see tonight.
Absolutely. River Valley, they've been putting up about 37 points an evening, and they look like they're going to keep pace for that average. And I couldn't be happier, Zach.
Exactly. And this is going to come down to offensive line stamina. Big guys running, I know, I used to do it, running on these no-huddle plays. I mean, that can take a toll. So if they have good conditioning, that's how this offense is really going to thrive late in games.
I want to take a moment to thank Rogers Flowers, our pregame sponsor. It's flower shop season, and it's in full swing. Stop in, see Brian and his wonderful staff tonight, and grab something special for that someone special. Rogers Flowers, truly your one-stop destination for all of your special occasions. All right, so 6-6 here from Tiffin, Ohio, and Columbian is looking to punt it back, kick it back to the Vikings, where they pick it up at 25, now at the 30, taken down around the 35-yard line, and that's going to be number 5, Shadone, on the return. So River Valley, we're going to get another look at this high-octane offense. Now, of course, our broadcast was interrupted a little bit, so you, our listeners, you're going to be able to see them for the first time, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed here. 2 names to watch, Shadone and Shadone.
That's absolutely right. Another family connection, just like we see on the Columbian side of the ball. They've been good so far here tonight.
All right. Looks like coaches mixing it up here. Now, of course, River Valley, they spread it out quite a bit. Not much of a rushing team here. So we're going to see a lot of aerial action. So here we go, Shadone. From the shotgun, he's fumble. It's on the ground, and Columbian has the ball. Columbian has the ball at the 25-yard line, and this is something you were saying before the game, Zach. One of the keys is got to be that defense, got to be those turnovers, and Columbian comes away with a big one.
That's great awareness there, finding the football on the ground, falling on top of it. Got to be pretty happy if you're Coach Lutz and the Tornadoes right now.
Absolutely. You've got to be pretty excited because not only did your offense just cut through this Viking defense on the last drive, but now you get the ball back at the 25-yard line. Short field, they should really be able to go and take care of business here. All right, Rogo from the shotgun here, 8:46 in the first quarter. He's looking to pass. He's looking for a TD going all the way, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Columbian. Tornadoes not messing around tonight. Fumble recovery, touchdown pass. It is now 13. All right, take that back. It is now 12-6.
What a ball there from Rogo. I mean, you cannot put it on a plate better than that. Let me tell you.
You couldn't say it better. He had pinpoint accuracy on that pass and placed it in only one place, the only place that his man could get it. Defender had no shot.
Well, let me tell you, I see why Heidelberg coaches are here, right? I mean, that kind of offense, I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm sure you're getting looks at the next level.
All right. It looks like they're going for 2 here. Try to get it up. Rogo rolls to his left and connects, and there you have it. It's going to be Corper again. 2-point conversion. It is now 14-6. Tornadoes. I'd like to thank First National Bank of Sycamore. Our scoreboard update with 8:39 remaining in the first quarter. We've got Tornadoes 14, Vikings 6. And Connor, I don't think your prediction is going to hold up at this pace.
Oh my God, what a start of the game this is.
Whew. A lot of action.
This is awesome to watch.
Once again, Connor Roush, our camera operator, our man on the microphone down there.
Absolutely. So Rogo with a 24-yard TD connection, and just like that, Tornadoes back on top. And their defense has got to be pretty excited to see that their offense was able to do something with that tremendous gift that they just gave them.
And you're right about gift, because on that fumble, all right, I don't know if you saw it at the bottom of your screen, you had Grant Butler buster out wide open. Whew. It was one-on-one coverage, and man, if that quarterback had just a little more time, if Shadone saw that, that was 6.
Now, their first drive, it was a little bit more quick hit, and the defense certainly seemed to make a self-correction there as the Vikings pick it up at the 20, 25, 30. And, a nasty hit on number 5, Kian Shadone. Man, Shadone, I'm not sure. So we failed to mention here the Columbian Tornadoes. It is Military Appreciation Day, and they've got the camouflage jerseys on tonight, which are totally cool. And they've got some patriotic decals on their helmets. So their numbers, they kind of blend in here. But the one thing that I do know is the Viking receiver, he took a hit.
That was 5-on-5 violence. That was Jack Newlove on the hit.
Here we go. So Vikings from the 32-yard line, tossing it out, and Shadone just misses his man, who had a small step on the defender. It was number 21, Blake Mosier, the intended receiver. Incomplete. That's going to bring back 2nd and long. River Valley, of course, they are a very dynamic aerial football team. Not much on the ground here, so we kind of expect a lot more of this, as they've got a wide bunch to the left here. Someone to keep an eye on, number 1, Grant Butler, and it's Shadone all the way right up the middle. He's at 35-36. He breaks the tackle, 40-50. He's crossed midfield. He's still going 30, 25, and then he's pushed out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. Shadone with a huge run for the Vikings. First down, River Valley.
And I can't say you can see that 4 wide receivers stack in the straight line work too often, so it's no wonder.
It certainly caught my attention.
Now.
Same formation here. Shadone, this time he's going to pass it, and they swing it out left. Number 15, he breaks the tackle. He's going to be taken down by 2 defenders right around the 13-yard line, and it's number 15, Austin Whitley, who picks up another first down for the Vikings.
And Whitley was about 1 block away from putting that ball in the end zone.
First down and 10, and just through the receiver's arms. He had his man, Brock Mosier, wide open right in the middle of the field. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Vikings. And they missed opportunity there. It
was good ball placement there by Shadone. He had to fit that window just right over top of Schreiber. Playing middle linebacker there. So
absolutely.
That was good ball placement.
No huddle again here for the Vikings. Keep that Tornado defense honest. Shadone, he looks like he's going to have to tuck it. He's got some pressure, and he's looking to throw, but he's got to take off, and he's lucky to get away with positive yardage on the play as he's pushed out of bounds with maybe a 1-yard gain.
Oh, my gosh. He stole some ankles there, Dominic.
Just another notch on the belt, Zach.
Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you what, that looked like a basketball crossover.
Man, I think I tweaked my back just watching him run that football there. So here we go, 3rd and 10, and this is a big one for the Vikings as they're looking to the end zone, toss connection, and it's going to be the big guy, number 21, Brock Mosier, who takes it down. That should be enough for a first down, but it's going to be close. So let's see what the signal is. Yep, a first down Vikings as they pick up just enough, and they get a fresh set so they can try to tie this football game up.
Every play so far, I've noticed that the Vikings are running a slant from their outside receiver in, so they're trying to cross up the defense here.
Yeah, they're really exploiting the heart of that Tornado defense. Handoff to Whitley, and Whitley's taken down short of the goal line. 2nd down for the Vikings. Yeah, something you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Zach. You said the big boys, it's going to be a matter of conditioning, and I think we might get our first conditioning test here from the 3-yard line.
It gets easier as the game goes on. I can tell you what, it's momentum.
Here we go, Shadone looking in the end zone. He's got his man, number 5, touchdown. It's Shadone to Shadone. And there you have it, 2nd score of the evening, and the Vikings, just like that, they're back in it. And I assume they're going to go for 2 here, try to tie it up. But at 6:50 left in the first quarter, we've got our 4th touchdown of the evening.
This is going to be a great game.
Oh,
and you
yes.
can't get much more wide open than he was on that touchdown pass right here. As it looks like they're going to kick the field goal. You put your man in motion, and you just keep him running all the way to the back pylon.
Absolutely. So the kick is up. It's blocked. No good. So that's going to keep our score 14-12 Tornadoes after the special teams is able to block the Viking kick. PAT no good. They've got to work on that special teams there. Otherwise, River Valley could really, really regret those 2 points that they've missed out on in the last 2 scoring drives.
Yeah, and that is a kicker's worst nightmare to see. That was just a bad snap. It came in bouncing. Holder couldn't quite get it down. And, oh, man, you got to stop your routine. You got to stop right in your tracks, try to back up, kick it again. That's just not what you want to see.
We want to thank Xcaray Mexican Restaurant. They have been standing by us for all the keys to tonight's game. Xcaray Mexican Restaurant is a staple of the Tiffin community. Stop out and check out their new look menu with some delicious new items to have to try for yourself. Gather your friends, get some queso. You know you deserve it. Treat yourself to some of the best Xcaray Mexican Restaurant, and it is located right here in Tiffin, Ohio.
And let me tell you, my go-to is the burrito.
Ooh, I like a little ranchero sauce on that. That's where it's at for me. Maybe dump a little queso. Just forget the chips. Just dump it right on the burrito. That's what I'm talking. Greg knows what I'm talking about. He knows the goods here.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, that's excellent. That's what it is. All right, here we go, and we're off for some more action as Tiffin Columbian picks it up at the 30. He's got a gap here, and he's moving. Al-Kawani takes it across midfield, up to the 37-yard line, and Tiffin Columbian, another short field. Ooh, they are in business.
Hold up a second here.
Oh, might be coming back.
Oh, are they going to call
that's
that as a blindside block?
No.
Ouch.
Blindside block on Tiffin Columbian, and that is the crowd does not like that. Oof. Connor, you better protect yourself. Crowd's getting violent out there.
I mean, what a hit that was out there. But, yeah, I mean, this Columbian crowd is always active at their games.
So flag is dropped right around the 38-yard line, so that's going to a full 20 yards before the end of the play here. So it's going to take the ball all the way back right around the 24-yard line, and that's where the Tiffin Columbian offense is going to start this next drive.
Unfortunate for Coach Lutz,
Yep.
but you can't blame the physicality. I mean, let me tell you what, that wasn't, he wasn't holding anything back.
No, not at all. All right, so here we go. Rogo hands it off to Brockenmeyer, and he's going to take it up to the 35, 36, down at the 37. Brockenmeyer, I mean, maybe another person, but Brockington with a first down run.
Great vision there, hitting the hole when he should have.
Nice wiggle, hit it hard. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for Tiffin Columbian. Rogo hands it off. Running back right up the middle. He's going to be drugged down right around the 44-yard line. Another solid gain for the running game for Tiffin. I got to tell you, Zach, if there's one way to slow down this high-octane Vikings offense, it's to run the football and take time off the clock.
Exactly, and that's the one place that Columbian kind of clearly has an outmatched.
Absolutely. Here we go. Brockington gets it again off to the right side. He's going to power his way up close to that first down marker. It looks like he's got enough for the first down, and he does. First down, Tiffin. And he's 3 straight runs, 3 positive gains, and Tiffin Columbian gets a fresh set. Now, the Viking defense, they've been known to give up chunk plays. Let's see if they can come up with a play of their own. Here we go. Rogo passes it for a 4-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down for the Tornadoes. Right at midfield for Tiffin, and no huddle. We've seen a lot of that tonight from both teams. And, of course, Tiffin Columbian, they are a huge team in terms of signals and to get the plays in there. So that you got 4 coaches down on the sideline waving and monkeying around. Here we go, Rogo, Brockenmeyer right up the middle. He breaks the tackle, gets across the first down marker, taken down at the 40-yard line. First down, Tiffin.
A couple big runs in a row like that really build up the confidence in your offensive line. I mean, I know when we had a couple of those, it always just feels better. You feel like you can do whatever you want with the defense. You can push people around. You just get a lot better.
Brockington having a heck of a night. Fake to Brockington. Rogo swatted down, incomplete, 2nd down. So they went back to Brockington, faked it to him. Rogo rolled to his left, looking to pass, but nowhere to go. Incomplete.
Let me tell you, Krebs did a great job there.
So we're just talking Vikings. They need some kind of a defensive play. That's a good start right there. But, of course, turnovers, that's the difference right now. Right now, the Tiffin Columbian defense, they've got one, and that's the difference in the game. Here we go, Rogo to Rogo. Going to be drugged down right around the 36-yard line, so that'll bring up third and long for the Tornadoes.
Good form tackle there by Caudill.
No huddle. Rogo from the shotgun, looking to keep it going. 3rd and 6 from the 36-yard line. Trying to keep that defense honest, as it looked like he was ready to snap it, but then backed away as the coaches started waving at him again. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 14-12 Columbian. And Rogo's going deep. He's got his man. Connection. First down for Tiffin. Woo! Another pinpoint pass.
I was going to say, way to hold on to that one there.
Absolutely. Rogo able to connect with, I didn't catch the number. It's all bunched up. Maybe Gooding. Might be Brandon Gooding, number 3. Brady Gooding, number 3 for Columbian. Any way you look at it, first down, Tornadoes. Brockington is going to take it right up the gut again, and he's going to be drugged down by a team of Vikings for a short gain.
Now, let me tell you, that pass happened, that big play, because you're able to find the mismatch, and that's a credit to this offensive coaching staff for Columbian. You put one of your wide receivers on number 45, a linebacker, Klensman. Being able to find that mismatch is how you're able to make these big plays.
And it certainly stresses a defense out when you can throw it hashtag to hashtag and then run it right up the gut and pick up positive yards. All right, Brockington in motion. Rogo looking to throw, and he's got his man touchdown. Rogo to Rogo, touchdown, Columbian. And he's pretty excited. No other way to put that one.
Again, we just talk about scheming. That's what it does. You put a man in motion that takes the DB with him, even for just a second, right? He has that eyes on him. You're able to slip a wide receiver right back underneath, running a slant route, quick inside, get the ball in there. It's great preparation.
7-yard TD pass for Rogo. And looking to put the PAT up with 3:05 in the first quarter. We got another touchdown, Zach.
We do.
Here we go, extra point. Hits the upright, and it is in this time. So bounces off the right upright, good. 21-12, Tornadoes on top of the Vikings.
Wow, 5 scores here in the first quarter, guys.
Not going to complain, Greg.
I know a lot of people said the Seneca East game on our other stream was going to be the shootout. So let's check in with that and see what the score is over there right now. See what we got going on here. Looks like it's a 7-6 game over there. The Tigers trailing by 1 right now.
And that right there is your First National Bank of Sycamore scoreboard update.
I tell you what, the technology we have here on the X stream, we have the dual stream up.
Oof.
A stream. We're not the B stream. We're the X stream.
Greggy's working the keys over there.
Greg's working the keys. That's a Nate Mullins marketing masterpiece there.
Man, he is magical on a computer. There's no other way to put it. And so far, the Tiffin offense has been nothing short of miracle workers themselves, as they have taken whatever they've wanted from this Viking defense, and they've been able to turn a deficit into a lead.
33 points scored so far here in the first is
still
insane.
Still have 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Cheerleaders are going to be tired. They've done backflips. Flags have been going every touchdown, and those are big flags, TIFFIN. And those poor cheerleaders, they're going to have to ice down after the game. So here we go. The Vikings pick it up at the 20, up to the 26-yard line, and that's where a swarm of Tornado defenders are going to take them down, and we're going to be able to see how's this Viking offense going to react after a disappointing end last time.
Well, they need to come out and be aggressive. They need to play their brand of football. I mean, what they're doing works, so they haven't really been able to stop them at all, right?
Nope, not at all.
Just the fumble, just the turnover. Other than that, everything's ended in scoring drives. So the way this game might shake out, I mean, they're 3 minutes left. That might be a drive each.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's a 2-score game for the Vikings, so maybe I should be more specific. Disappointing in the sense that they've missed 2 PATs tonight, and that's going to require that they do a little bit more. Meanwhile, it is Shadone who takes it right up the middle for a gain of 2 yards.
Great job there by Bonnell. Not fooled at all by the fake pitch. Able to put his head down, keep it to the side, and execute perfect form tackle. I mean, that's you don't teach it any better than that.
I know I certainly could not tackle that way. Of course, couldn't tackle much at all. But here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 28. Shadone, he's scrambling again. He's got his man, and it's going to be number 5, Shadone, who takes it up to the 40-yard line. First down for the Vikings.
And great job by Shadone. Well, I guess I should probably clarify. That's Kean Shadone. Great job there working back to his quarterback.
The 5'9 junior. Little scat back. Here we go. Another quick pass, this time to Caudell. And he's pushed out of bounds close to that first down marker, but he's going to be just short, so it'll be 2nd and short for the Vikings offense. Picking up chunk yardage here to start their 4th drive of the evening. Here we go, Shadone looking deep. He's got a man open. He's got to step it. Just overthrew him. Number 5, Kean Shadone was the intended receiver, and I think they want that one back.
Yeah, Kean had him beat by a step. Safety came over to help, and that ball was just over the hands.
He's able to split the defenders and had that short step, and that's exactly what you want. So as it stands, it is 3rd and short and maybe half a yard to go. So if Vikings want new life, they got to keep the good times rolling here. Shadone from the shotgun. Quick pass out to his man, incomplete, right through his hands. Austin Whitley just missed the ball, and Shadone, he's arms on his knees, a little disappointed, but trying to give his man some encouragement.
Yeah, I mean, you had a right to be a little disappointed. I mean, you had the first down, but let's see what they decide to do here. I mean,
looks like they're keeping the offense on the field.
With an offense like this, why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
You know? I mean, they had that. Let's see how they line up this time, not out in the 4 wide receiver set. Instead, they have 3 in the backfield.
Keeping it tight, 4th and 1. Trying to get the defense to jump, and Shadone all the way. He's going to run it off to the left side, and there's a bevy of tacklers. This is going to be super close. I think the Tornado defense may have stopped him short. It'll depend on the spot.
That's what it looks like to me, Dom. That looks short, and that's where they're going to mark it.
It's short.
First down, Columbian.
Columbian, and Judd Lutz is going crazy on the sidelines. They up. And you were talking, with all that momentum the Viking offense have been picking up, live and die by the offense. You know your defense hasn't been able to stop the Tornadoes, so why not give the offense the first crack at it? But unfortunately, it's, again, the Tiffin defense with a huge stop. So turnover, and Columbian, this is another favorable field position for them as they get it right at midfield, and they're sticking with that no huddle formation as Rogo tosses it to Brockington off to the right side, 40, 45, 35, 30, and he's pushed out of bounds right around the 28-yard line. First down, Tiffin.
I was going to say, now you're in the 2-minute drill, expect him to work the sidelines, but with field position like this, I mean, and all your timeouts, you really can just play your game of football. I mean, you don't have to be afraid to run it inside the tackles.
Brockington has been averaging 11.7 yards a game this season, which is extraordinary, but when you see him work the field like he is right now, you understand why. Another carry by Brockington right up the gut, and it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Tornadoes. No huddle for Tiffin Columbian. We are at 1:22 remaining on the clock here in the first quarter from Frost Cownell Stadium. Rogo tosses, incomplete, intended receiver Jack Newlove.
Yeah, and that ball came in real hot. New Love going over the middle of the field. You always got to be watching. Hearing the steps of the linebackers might take your focus off the ball just a little bit.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 from the 27-yard line for Tiffin. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Tiffin leads River Valley 21-12. And they're looking to make something of the good fortune that they had on the turnover of downs. Rogo bouncing out left. He's rolling, looking, tossing, out of bounds, incomplete, 4th down.
I'd like to see a little bit better of a job here by the wide receivers, seeing your quarterbacks in trouble, trying to make something happen.
Rogo looked a little frustrated with his receiver on the sideline as he runs back to the huddle now. Looked like he wanted his receiver to run to the end zone and get out of the way so that they could clear some space. But any way you peel it here, it's 4th down and long for Tiffin.
I think New Love did get there just a little bit late on that break.
Here we go, 3 split, wide left, 2 on the right. We've got 1 man in motion. Tiffin looking to throw it. And Rogo, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Vikings are going to get the football back with 1:02 left in the first quarter. Well, that's what the Vikings needed for a defensive stop. Short field position for Tiffin. Vikings come up with a solid stop. And let's see if River Valley's offense can come back to life and get this game a little bit closer.
Well, I sure hope so. And they are built for these under 2-minute, these NASCAR drives, right? You're going to see high-tempoed offense. You're going to see mid to deep passes, work the side of the field. Right at the bottom of your screen here is where I'm anticipating.
Shadone hands it off to Austin Whitley right up the middle, and he's going to be drugged down after a gain of 2 yards.
Or what do I know? I'm up here in the booth.
My math could be off, but I believe that one run alone, they gained more yards than they did all of last week. Yes. River Valley, prolific through the air. They struggle on the ground. Last week they had negative 17 total rushing yards. So here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 28. Shadone rolls to the right. He's looking, flag on the field. Connects with his receiver, number 21, Blake Mosier, as he's drugged down at the 35-yard line. Looks like the penalty may be on River Valley, so we could be taking it back.
Well, they threw in the direction of number 15, number 72, working together on that combo block on the outside. But I thought they did a good job kind of protecting the quarterback in the rollout jet. So let's see what they call it.
Holding, offense 72. So River Valley, that positive gain now turns into a net loss, and that's going to push them back 10 yards. 22 seconds left in the first quarter here. No major rush. You still get the ball back after the clock expires, but still, this is you would like to think you'd get a few more positives. So 2nd and 16 from the 16. Shadone from the shotgun.
One-on-one man coverage here. Bottom of your screen.
And Butler is the man, and he's got it. Feet are in. Oh, no, he is out of bounds.
Okay.
Wow.
The referee said that Butler did not get both feet in bounds at the 45. Incomplete, excellent coverage by the Columbian defense. Brady Gooding, phenomenal coverage.
We're out of
And that's the end of the first quarter here. From Frost County Stadium, it is 21, Tiffin 21, River Valley 12. And boy, has it been fun. That sounds good, Greg. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll come right back. And can't wait for another quarter of fun.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
And welcome back to Frost County Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. As the home team, the Tornadoes have a 21-12 lead over the River Valley Vikings. And we're here, second quarter of play, and it's Shadone. He's going to lob it right down the middle of the field, incomplete. And, oof, that was a close one there, Zach.
And it was high ball.
Laying, Brock Mosier left hanging dry. Speaking of dry, it is a beautiful, dry day here in Tiffin, Ohio. 79 degrees. Can't help but thank Phillips Electric for their support with tonight's broadcast.
What a segue. I tell you what.
The Vikings punting it away as it's 4th and 22. And it's going to be number 4, Jack Corper, who's going to dance around and be drugged down to the ground at the 44-yard line.
Well, he did his best Barry Sanders impression there for a minute. Tried to cut back field, but
I think he gained more lateral yards than forward yards on that return. So 1st and 10 for Tiffin. Another favorable field position to start here, the second quarter here from Tiffin, Ohio. And I'd say that they're doing pretty good. Now, I think so far the key with the first quarter is pound them inside with Brockington, then throw to the sidelines, Rogo to Rogo.
yeah, I mean, that's what they've been doing. It's been pretty darn successful.
Vikings have not found a solution to the Tornado offense yet tonight. So here we go. Rogo hands it off to Brockington up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Brockington has had an excellent night. Not quite triple digits yet, but he's got to be getting pretty close, and we're only 1 quarter into tonight's contest.
About to say, not quite, but
He'll get there at this pace, that's for sure. 1st and 10 from the 43. Rogo to Brockington. Brockington, he's got some space. 40 over to the 35, 30, up along the sideline. Flag is on the field right around the 34-yard line. And another flag on the field as Brockington is pushed out right at the 16-yard line. So we've got 5 flags on the field, and it'll be interesting to see who it's on.
well, the first two appeared to be a holding on Bryce Rogo. Don't want to speculate too much, but we can see the referees come together trying to figure out how this one's going to shake down.
It was Bryce Rogo, number 16, who was in the lead block for Brockington as he turned the corner going from the 35 to the 30-yard line, and that's where the officials seem to be pointing the most, right around that area of the football field.
Especially when we're moving flags back, and we see holding on both sides, early signals. Let's listen in.
We have 2 fouls on the play, live ball, dead ball. During the run, holding, offense, number 16. A 10-yard penalty will be administered from the spot of the foul. After the play was over, we have a dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the defense. That penalty being enforced from the dead ball spot, 1st and 10.
So, in a sense, they almost cancel each other out as it was Rogo with the first penalty, blocking, and then unsportsmanlike from the Vikings as they pushed Brockington out of bounds, maybe a little too hard. Wonder if they know this is tackle football. Just a thought. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line after exchanging a couple penalties. And Tiffin Columbian looking to give it back to Brockington right up the middle. He hops over a defender and falls down at the 20-yard line.
Man, he's really been their workhorse tonight. He's coming out for a breather to the sideline. You see him here. Can't ask for much more. It's those kind of runs that really put a team together.
Absolutely, and he's been really keeping this Vikings defense in check. 2nd and 4 from the 21. Rogo hits his man right in the middle. Crease, touchdown, Columbian. Number 4, Jack Corper, Touchdown, Tiffin. And the Tiffin faithful on their feet. Round of applause. And those poor cheerleaders are going to have to run around the stadium again with those flags.
I tell you what, I think they're okay with it. I mean, that's what they signed up for.
They need to outsource it. The band has been sitting down the whole time. Get a few of them over here.
They're getting their steps in.
That's right. Touchdown, Tiffin. That extends their lead 27-12, pending the PAT. And could not have scripted that pass any better. So PAT is up. It is good. So Tiffin Columbian 28, River Valley 12 with 10:30 remaining in the first half of play. And that's been exciting. So Corper picks up another TD.
This is the kind of drive that you want to see your team respond. All right? You need to come up with some points to put up a couple touchdowns unanswered if you're River Valley. You have the offense to do it, so you really need to make sure this game does not get out of hand quick.
And River Valley, they have the ability, we saw it in the first drive of the game, to score points instantly. It only took about 1 minute off the clock the first time around. So let's see if they can go back to that magic well and make this a closer contest. As it stands, we've got a full 2-score contest. And instead of the flag, the cheerleaders are doing push-ups.
Well, the push-ups, Connor, I don't know if you can see down there. We have the Statue of Liberty giving out commands to the fans down here on the sideline.
Who put him in charge?
I don't know.
I'd like to see some of our military personnel that are on hand join the cheerleaders with the push-up line. So here we go, and the football kicked and picked up by the Vikings at the 24, taken down around the 28-yard line, and number 10, Jackson Caudell, with the return.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't let that one go out of bounds for a penalty.
Me too, Connor. I was thinking the same thing. They'd bring that ball back out, give them a couple extra yards.
So they're going to put the looks like the football is going to be down on the 28-yard line, and we'll get another look at the Vikings offense here. And they got 10 minutes to close the gap. So we've got, it looks like number 10, Caudell, 20 rather. It's going to be number 20, Carter Creedon with the rush right up the middle, pickup of 8, second and short for the Vikings.
Slipped a little bit there, it looked like. So he had to kind of brace for impact. Looked like he wanted to make a cut or a juke move. Just kind of lost his footing a little bit.
And both teams have done a lot of no huddle here. Keeps the defense standing, keeps them active. So see if it works. Shadone, number 11, white jerseys here for the Vikings. Gets it, tosses it out. It's going to be Creedon again, who's taken down immediately. And Tornadoes are trying to wrestle that football away, and he's able to hold on to it. So loss on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and long for River Valley. Not much blocking out in front for Creedon as the Tornadoes swarmed in on him after he caught the football. So here we go, 3rd and 8 from the 30-yard line. And you can hear that bell in the distance as Shadone looking to toss it, under pressure, stepping up. He's flushed out to the left, 35-40. He's got enough for the first down. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First down, Vikings, and that's what you need from your biggest playmaker.
Great pocket presence there by Shadone. Felt the pressure, knew when to get out, didn't get rid of it, and risk an interception. He knew how to get those 10 yards, and he got them.
Vikings rushing back up to the line. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Shadone looking to pass immediately. Pump fake, steps up, looks to his right, misses his receiver. Incomplete.
And you know Butler, Shadone wants that one back right behind Butler. He had a step, could have been gone.
Yeah, Butler, the intended receiver, Shadone just threw it behind him. There's no other way to explain it there, and you're right. They may regret that one. 2nd and long for the Vikings.
And that's just going to come with time. As the season progresses, I predict that that ball's not going to get missed.
They'll probably catch more of those than they'll miss it. So here we go, 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Bunch to the left, two wide right. Shadone tosses it out. Shadone to Shadone. He skips one tackler, trying to worm his way up to midfield, and he's going to be taken down. It looks like they're going to say his knee was down at the 47-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Another big 3rd down as they need to cross midfield to help keep this game close. Here we go. Shadone flings it out left, and there it is. Another big defensive stop for this Columbian Tornadoes defense, as it's number 16, Bryce Rogo with the tackle. It's going to be 4th and 4 for River Valley.
You can see he's a little beat up there on the sideline.
Yeah, he came off, and he's kind of squatting down by the benches here. Probably nothing serious. No coaches really checking in on him. Just needs a little breather. 4th and 4 from the 47. Shadone trying to get the defense to jump with the hard count. No go. So he's stepping back a little bit further, and they're going to punt. I don't know what you call that, a little chip kick. It's going to go out of bounds, and Tornadoes are going to take over at the 26-yard line.
That was the quarterback pooch punt special. We saw that in I remember Brady in New England doing that a couple times versus the Jets. Up by 1,000 points on 3rd down. Just kick it away. Yeah,
Shadone, he was closer to the line of scrimmage looking to get the defense to jump, and when that didn't work out, took 3 steps back and then boop, bumped it right over top of him. So 1st and 10 from the 26 for Columbian. And got that beautiful sunset in the distance here from Tiffin, Ohio. And
beautiful stadium too, right?
Absolutely. It is gorgeous. And Tiffin faithful come out in droves as there's standing room only in the bleachers here. And here we go. It's Tiffin Columbian. They're going to rush it right up the middle, and the Vikings have a swarm of defenders who are going to stop them at the line, and it's going to be 2nd and long for the Tornadoes. So 7:13 remaining in the first half of play, 28-12. Tornadoes lead the Vikings in tonight's contest, and the Tornadoes are looking to build on their lead as Rogo is going deep. He's got a man, he's got a step, connect. There you go, and drugged down by the shoelaces at the 30-yard line. And that's a huge gain for Tiffin Columbian.
Jack Corper. Whew. I mean, he made the Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch.
Beautiful.
Fell right in the breadbasket. What a beautiful ball there from Rogo.
So whenever you think about legacy, those are the type of catches you have. And, of course, when we think of legacy, your legacy, Federal Credit Union, couldn't thank you more for sponsoring Heart of Ohio Sports. Rogo has got some room on the left, flag on the field as he's pushed out of bounds right around the 1st down marker. And it looks like it's going to come back as Tiffin Columbian has another blocking foul.
Let me tell you, Dominic Helmstetter, master of the segue.
I work on it. We got a lot of wonderful sponsors here tonight, Zach, and we want to make sure that we give them their due, just like we want to give these kids their due for all the hard work that they put in over the years. Oh. So it's with the penalty on the field, Tiffin's going to be pushed back 10 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 13 from the 31-yard line. 6:39 remaining in the first half of play here from Tiffin. Rogo fakes it. He's got his man. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Tiffin, and they're going to extend their lead. And Connor, you might need to revise your prediction because your predictions come true in the first half of play. It is now 34-12 Tiffin Columbian.
Well, credit Connor down there.
I mean, you
at
were
least
right.
At one
He was
point,
right.
the score would be 34-12. I mean, we have to assume
Yeah,
the way this
yeah.
game is going, it's not
I
going to
mean-
stay that way, but who knows? Connor?
Yeah.
I mean, Columbia's on a roll right now. Just let them keep going. Keep that score climbing.
So Connor was right on the first half of play. We'll need to amend his prediction to include the second half of play during halftime. So start thinking about it here, Connor. You only got half the game, and we kind of have 2 more quarters to go.
It's crazy. I mean, heck of a game so far.
Absolutely. So Rogo on fire, another 31-yard TD pass added, and let's see, that makes it. He's got 2 TD passes on the evening. 3. I take that back. Rogo's got 3 TD passes on the evening, and Tiffin Columbian is in command of the football game.
That they are, Dominic, and I mean, if you're Coach Lutz, can't be much happier. We want to have you guys stick around for the halftime show. I did a little Zoom interview with him. Well, 7 minutes. We talked about preparation. We talked about this team and how he's going on about his business moving forward. Great interview. Great guy.
And, Coach Lutz, he had a lot to say about the energy of the football team after they came up with that big bounce-back victory last week against Springfield. And just watching the interview that you did, Zach, he's just so excited, could not wait to get his team out here tonight, and I think it shows.
Exactly. Had the loss week 1, got that out of your mouth, and wow, to bounce back.
Here we go, kick out of bounds. And that's going to set up the Vikings with some favorable field position as they're going to need to put up some points. 6:34 remaining in the first half of play here from Tiffin, Ohio.
And you can see we are on the dual stream view. Tuning in here, see what Nate's doing on the A stream.
Seneca East is down right now, 21-6 to the Flashes.
That's another big game here. All right, now, of course, the Vikings, they've got to pick up a lot of real estate on this drive, pushing their way 65 yards to get some points. And we can't say enough about Century 21 Bolt in Tiffin, Ohio. They are your real estate kings and queens. So if you're ever in the market looking for a house, make sure you dial them up. Sarah Risen, she's the one you want to dial up, as they've got everything that they need to get you into that new, beautiful home. Bolte, Century 21 Bolte, and here we go. 1st and 10 from 35-yard line for the Vikings. And Shadone slips the tackler, pump fakes, finds his man, and it's going to be Butler right up the middle, 45-40. He's got a crease, 25, drugged down by 2 Columbian defenders at the 19-yard line. No, they're going to say he's down at the 20-yard line. Huge pickup for the Vikings.
Great job there by Butler. I mean, you put the ball in the hands of your playmakers and you let them make plays. We saw this is the second big catch he's had here tonight, and we see he's left all alone at the top of your screen, and they're going to take a timeout here, and that's probably pretty wise here for Tiffin Columbian.
First timeout of the half for Columbian, as they need to get things collected a little bit. Do we have some scores from around the area? Anything to report here, Zach?
Not at the moment.
Dynamite drop in.
We'll have that pulled up here. I'm pretty sure. See what our
barbershop. Not only is Zach a champ, but barbershop, they're also the champs. They'll give you anything you want, high and tight, low and slow. Recently had the USA Mullet Championship, and a wonderful little young man from Tennessee won. Got a $2,500 gift. I don't think Champs can give you $2,500, but they do have free donuts on Saturday morning if you stop by. So Champs Barbershop, make sure you check them out downtown Tiffin, Ohio.
Well, let me tell you, money is temporary. A donut is also temporary, but gives you a little more satisfaction.
Yeah, I don't mind the wait when you have a nice cream-filled donut.
So what do they call your haircut? What is that at?
The Helmstetter hairdo. I don't know. Tried to cut my hair by myself once, broke the clippers, and then my wife laughed at me and said, you need some professional help. Well, Champs can help me out. Here we go. Shadone, he's going to take off 15-10, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 3-yard line. Number 11, Caden Shadone, big pickup coming out of the timeout, and Vikings are in business. So Talib Al-Kazani, it's the defense. Tornadoes are all over the place here. First in goal for the Vikings, and it's going to be Austin Whitley who's going to be drugged down for a short gain.
No gain by number 20, Mitchell Schreiber. Brings up second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
So 5:50 remaining in the first half of play here as the Vikings are looking to get some points up on the board. Their offense been slowed just a little bit as the Columbian defense has stopped them a couple times, forced a turnover, and really been giving them fits all night long. 7 seconds on the clock here, and Shadone's going to toss it to number 20, Creedon. Touchdown, Vikings. Creedon with a 4-yard pitch and catch TD. So looks like they're going to go for 2, keeping that offense out on the field.
Going to have to keep up, try to get this within a 2-score game. It'll be interesting to see what exactly they're going to do here, how they're going to try to do it. They're going to bring out 5 wide, so it'll certainly make you think it's a pass. Some kind of slant around the inside, quick
Keep
hitter.
an eye on Shadone. He's been known to run the football, and here he goes right up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, rather, conversion, Vikings to go along with the touchdown. So that's going to be a 2-point conversion good. So 5:20 remaining in the second quarter. 35, Tiffin, and River Valley 20. So River Valley answering the call. It'll be really interesting to see what they do with the kick here. It's a 2-score game. Don't know if they want to push their luck. Tiffin Columbian's been given excellent field position all half. So could we see a onside kick maybe? How daring are they going to be?
Well, I think you have enough time left in the game where you're going to assume your offense is getting the ball back at least once. So, no, you're probably going to see just a regular kick. Try to keep it deep. And stay true to who you are on special teams. Fill your lanes, break down, make tackles, try to punch a ball out.
I'd like to thank TPC Food Service for 75 years of TPC perfection, as they've been providing quality product and service to all the operators in Northwest Ohio and surrounding area. It's family-owned, Ohio proud. Make sure you contact TPC 800-342-0477 today. That's TPC. Big enough to serve you, small enough to care. Tiffin has a 35-20 lead with 5:20 remaining in the first half, and the Vikings just put up 8 points of their own, and looking at the kicker as he's fumbling around with the football, it'll be interesting to see what they do. The coaches for Columbian asking some of their players to come up, guard that 10-yard difference there at midfield just in case the Vikings decide to kick an onside kick. So it'll be interesting to see which way they go. But as you said, plenty of time in tonight's football game. No need to panic, but here we go.
Interesting setup. They have everybody in sprinter stance.
And it's going to be a squib kick. Bounces off a Tiffin defender, picked up at the 30-yard line. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. More good field position for Tiffin, as they've got 5 minutes and 15 seconds to come up with something big to answer the Viking call.
And, Dominic, I do have those scores for you.
There we go.
Took us a minute. Finally got there. Carey up 8. Clyde down 14. Bellevue 6-3 over Shelby. Fremont 21-15 over Sandusky right now. Perkins 35 over Port Clinton, 35-0. Calvert being led by St. Paul by 1, 13-14 score there. And Gibsonburg over Upper 14-7.
Rogo rolling to his left, pitch and catch, and going to take it up to the 48-yard line. Solid gain on first down for Tiffin as they continue to eat up yardage. So Zach with the dynamite drop in there. I'd like to thank Five Star Maintenance. Five Star Maintenance, their mission is to exceed expectations, much like Zach exceeds all expectations with his expert analysis and professional connections to all of our area teams.
I try to keep up. There's only so much I can do. 4:40 left to play here in the quarter, and let's see if Columbian can put a drive together.
Another first down for the Columbian offense. First and 10 from the 46-yard line as they cross midfield. A toss to number 23, Brockington, as he wheels around the left side, picking up huge yardage for another first down, Tiffin. And I know we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, but Brockington averaging about 11-plus yards a rush. And you see stuff like that, and it just makes you shake your head and wonder, how can you stop a guy like that?
Again, he just seems untouchable tonight. I mean, every run seems to be 10, 15 yards almost.
All right, Brockington right up the middle. Short gain on the play here. And Tiffin Columbian, they're chewing through the clock. Now 2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line as coaches are shaking and baking from the sideline to get that call in.
3:40 left to play, 35-20 your score.
Here we go. Rogo tosses wide right, and it's going to be his man, Brockington, who bobbles it, takes it up to the 16-yard line. I take that back. It's actually Mitch Scheiber with the reception, and that's another first down for Tiffin Columbian.
They both got the green gloves on.
And
that's a good look.
Yeah, the green gloves. The camouflage jerseys for Military Day here in Tiffin, Ohio. I thought that was really cool talking to everyone before our broadcast to honor everybody that served here in the Tiffin community and the Seneca County area. They've got these National Guard jerseys, and if you can look closely on their helmets, they've got TC in red, white, and blue. Of course, all the coaches down there wearing patriotic T-shirts, thanking our many veterans in the stands.
Yeah, what a great ceremony honoring first responders, too. I had the run out of flags here at the beginning of the game. One for each branch of the military, one supporting police and fire. You love to see stuff like this.
Absolutely.
At local games.
So a bit of a standstill here in the second quarter. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime coverage. We got a lot of amazing stuff coming right up for you. Halftime coverage, of course, brought to you by TPC Food Service. So we thank you for all of your generous support. First and 10 from the 16-yard line. Rogo, he's going to toss it. He's got his man, bounces it up, incomplete. That'll bring up second down for Columbian.
Looks like that jammed the finger of the receiver right there.
Yeah, he's favoring his right hand, even taking off his gloves. So Rogo zipped it in there.
Hope he's okay. Tell you what, that stings.
Yeah, it always does. Second and 10 from the 16-yard line. Rogo pitches it wide left to Brockington. Round the corner, 10, 5, dives for the end zone. They're going to say he's down at the 4-yard line. And some in the crowd didn't like that as they stand up and they're yelling at the officials. Brockington, excellent effort, but it's going to be down, and he is still down as first down and goal is coming up for the Tornadoes. Brockington, who took the pitch, dove for the end zone, just missed the pylon. He is still down just to the side of the field here, and they're going to have to send some coaches out to check on him. Hate to see something like that. A young man who's done so much for your football team, opened up so much offensively, worked so hard. Never a good thing when you have a young man injured on the field.
No, it was great effort, and man, you're just hoping he can come up, pop up off of his own power. You're hoping he's all right here.
And he's up on his feet, limping, favoring maybe that right side. I don't know if it's an ankle that got rolled or just a difficult way of landing on this turf. Of course, Frost County Field, all AstroTurf here, so for them, they're used to it. For me, I mean, I would have pulled my groin or something on that one. Connor, I'm not sure if you can see anything from outside down on the field. I'm not sure if you can get a better look at what was going on.
I mean, I think it was just once their defender hit him, he had a weird landing out there right past the pylon.
All right. Thank you, Connor. So it's going to be first and goal for the Tornadoes from the 5-yard line. 3:08 remaining in the first half of play. And Columbian right up the gut. Touchdown, Tiffin. Didn't catch the number of Brockington's replacement. I think it might be number 20, Mitch Scheiber. He's been kind of their go-to number 2. But any way you look at it, touchdown, Tiffin. PAT, it is up. It is good. So with 3:03 in the second quarter, it is now 42 Tiffin, 20 for River Valley. A lot of action so far tonight. And again, we've got so many amazing sponsors that we'd love to thank. First National Bank of Sycamore, thank you for sponsoring our scoreboard update. And of course, can't leave out Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, now featuring Heart of Ohio Sports Live podcast. We're there every week, live with a in-person interview with the coaches. They've got some amazing food right there, so make sure you stop down at Benchwarmers or call it in for a delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, phenomenal service at one of the best Tiffin stores. Give them a call, 567-268-9268, and they'll make sure that they get their delivery to you fresh and hot.
Well, let me tell you, Benchwarmers. That was the first restaurant I went to when I got here to Tiffin.
Oof. You know, I think it used to be called the Cabin, Megan's Cabin Grill or something, but Benchwarmers has got some phenomenal pulled pork. Love the piggy burger, so good. It's just got a little bit of everything piled up right on top. Oh, Greg, don't look at me.
No,
all right. I think we need to call Benchwarmers right now. Get some of that food up here.
It was Megan's Alpine is what it was
Megan,
called.
there we go. All right, I was close. I knew it was something different. So Megan's Alpine, it's Benchwarmers now, and they've got some phenomenal service. So River Valley, they've got 3 minutes to cook. Try to pick up some points here as the Tornadoes extended their lead on that last drive. It is now a 22-point deficit, and the Vikings, they got to get moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line as it is Shadone from the shotgun, and he's going to be taken down by the Columbian defense, sacked at the 30-yard line for a loss on the play. I got to tell you, Zach, this Columbian defense, you mentioned it, key to the game. Columbian, they've got to play defense, and boy, have they come ready to play.
That they have. And like we said, this is where the game is going to be decided. We have two high-powered offenses. Right now, Columbian has been doing a great job of locking down the Vikings for the most part.
Trying to take away what they do well, and it's worked as they've got the lead. Shadone being pushed back in the pocket, flushed to the right, tosses it away, incomplete. And you can see some of the Tiffin defenders kind of putting their arms out like, hey, he threw it away. So it's 3rd and 15 from the 30-yard line for the Vikings, and it's got that third down bell in the background. 2:20 left in the first half of play here from Frost Callnow Stadium, as the Vikings, 3rd and long, looking to get something going here before halftime. They need some momentum. Shadone flushed, steps up. He's got his man. It's going to be Butler right up the middle. That's going to be just short of the first down, though, so that'll keep the clock moving. Vikings are going to have to get up on that ball quickly. It doesn't seem like much urgency.
Great job there by Shadone, stepping up in the pocket, throwing on the run. And you're right about the urgency.
Hold up here.
So the officials flag on the field right around where Shadone was in the pocket.
Offense, number 73. 10 yards from the spot.
And there you have it. A positive play turned negative as number 73 is called for holding on the Vikings, and that's going to push them back way too much. I think I've lost count here. We're looking at 3rd down and long.
Yeah. Senior Colt Weaver, offensive lineman. 25 to go.
That's tough to come back from. So they had a positive play. Shadone hit Butler, but his lineman caught holding, negates it, tacks on a negative 10 yards. So 2nd and 25 from the 17-yard line. Shadone, he's scrambling already, stepping up into the pocket. He's going to be hit. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. 4th down. Judd Lutz running at the official, demanding a timeout. Timeout, Tiffin. 1:53 in the second quarter, and you know Judd Lutz, what he's thinking. Let's end it right now.
Exactly. He wants the ball back. He's going to get it. And man, if you can put another touchdown on the board here, I mean, that almost all but seals it. I mean, that's a huge gap to overcome.
22 points right now, and if Columbian can get the football back and use the clock wisely, which what we've seen from them tonight is they've been very efficient on offense, they could put up some more points, and we might be seeing some of the younger players. And Judd Lutz, he's always talking about the phenomenal depth that they have. The young guys just waiting for their turn. Might get to see some of them shine tonight in the second half. So 4th and 24 from the 16-yard line for River Valley. Clearly straight up punting. No trickery here, unlike last time. Shadone, he is back, and he's going to be punting it all the way. And Columbian right around the 45-yard line looking to receive it. And it's going to be a low punt picked up at the 48. And it looks like it's Gooding who's going to take it up to the 34-yard line off to the left side. And 34 yards to go for this Tiffin Columbian offense.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned talking about maybe seeing some of the young guys and trying to get them reps and starting in this game. That was one thing that you'll see here on the halftime interview I did with Coach Lutz. And he talked about how he wants to have an opportunity to give these guys the right to make plays. And it's going to be fun seeing the new faces and the people coming up in the organization.
I mean, everybody knows the names. Braden Rago, the senior quarterback or junior quarterback, highly touted, very visible in the community. Attended our fundraiser, and he just threw another touchdown. So just like that, touchdown Rogo. But as I was saying, Rogo, he was at our fundraiser out at the Tiffin Drive-In, as were so many of the other Columbian football players. Phenomenal opportunity to earn a little money for their team. Athletic boosters, the band boosters. We'll have a chance to see the band take the field here during halftime. But Tiffin Columbian, it's turning into a shellacking, Zach.
It is. And the drive-through event was fun.
It was so much fun.
Throw the ball around.
That's a nice place.
Played a little chess.
We watched
cool.
Friday Night Lights, just like we're watching some Friday Night Lights.
And the other one, Rudy.
Yep, there we go. And 2-point conversion, good. So put a 50 spot on the Vikings right now. It's now 50-20 Tornadoes. So take that. It's never too late, I suppose, to remind everybody when there's a 30-point differential. The OHSAA has some phenomenal guidelines here, but we're we're gonna see how those turn out. Of course, the clock is just gonna run. So we're going to see a lot of running clock here with the last minute and 38 left in the first half. And it's just never going to stop. I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, we have those pulled up. The only stoppage time that you're going to see for the rest of the game, unless they come back, officials timeout or injury timeout, a charge timeout by either team, a change of possession, the end of the third quarter, a score occurs, or an extended delay by the referee signal. So from here on out, those are the only stoppages. So you're going to get halftime, you're going to get change of possession after every score, or a coach's timeout.
All right, so Tiffin Columbian kicking it, and it's going to be the Vikings. Number 10, he's going to take it up. Jackson Caldell, he's going to be wrestled to the ground around the 24-yard line, and that's where the Vikings are going to pick up here with 1:31 left in the first half of play. So excellent discipline by the Tiffin Columbian special teams, as it seems like they've got two guys on the ball carrier every single time. Very disciplined, excellent work. Judd Lutz, heck of a coach.
Heck of a coach, heck of a person. It was really fun getting to talk to him a little bit.
Here we go, and Shadone, he's going to toss it to his man, Shadone. And going to be drugged to the ground around midfield. Hurry up offense here as the clock's going to stop momentarily until the ball's placed. So Vikings, they've got a fresh set of downs. Shadone, shotgun, looking deep, throwing deep. He's got Butler. He's going to short it. Intercepted. Intercepted by number 3, Brady Gooding, as Shadone just did not get enough air under that ball, and his receiver had a step, but the throw was short, and Tiffin Columbian turns what could have been a big play into another turnover.
Yeah, the defensive back was playing on the inside. You need to see that ball out towards the sideline. And when you see it's kind of not great ball placement or it's underthrown a little bit, Grant Butler, the wide receiver, kind of has to turn in to that cornerback and go up and fight for the ball, try to knock it out. Great play there by Columbian. Let's see if they can score. It's a minute left. They have their timeouts. They have one timeout. And so they could do it. So expect them, if they're going to be aggressive, if they're going to try to really make this a scoring drive, expect them to work the outsides of the field.
Starters back in with 113 in Rogo. He's looking deep to Rogo. Oh, and just incomplete. Rogo got one hand on it, but could not bring the second one around. Incomplete, and that'll bring up second and long from the 15-yard line for the Tornadoes.
Well, it's promising that he's back out there. It doesn't seem the injury's shaking him up too much, so he's back on the field.
At this rate, he may only get another minute of play tonight. So, he's back out there. So here we go, 107 as coaches are waving the play in to the Tiffin offense. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Rogo from the shotgun, looking deep, throws it over the middle, just incomplete. Number 4, Korger. Jack Korger, the intended receiver. Corper.
Yep.
Just off his hands, and he put it right on the money, just couldn't bring it in.
Well, I'm surprised that the quarterback there, Rogo, was able to put that ball where he was, considering the pressure. He took a hit on the throw. That's why it was just a touch high.
3rd and 10 from the 15-yard line. And looks like the final timeout of the half for Tiffin Columbian, as they wanted to reconvene, as that the timer was getting dangerously low.
we have the Columbian assistant coaches behind us in the booth in their glass case, and let me tell you, it's fun hearing them scream, "Go, go, go! Yeah, gotta go now!" So.
At least somebody's on it, right?
Exactly. And, the intensity is still there. You're up 30 at half.
It's a pretty good clip.
Exactly.
And, of course, during our halftime show, we'll review all of the first half of action, as well as hear from Coach Lutz and your excellent interview, all here at Heart of Ohio Sports from Frost County Stadium.
Live from my dorm room.
All right, let's see if they put that timeout to good use and see what they're able to do with it. So shotgun, Rogo, and Brockington's coming over, and they're setting up a screen, incomplete. Yeah, it looked like it was Corper again, the intended receiver, short screen, incomplete, no good. That'll bring up 4th down and the punt team.
And those screen throws are always a little, they're deceptive, right? Because it seems like it's just an easy little kind of pitch and dump. But think of it as a quarterback, you're backpedaling hard, right? You have defenders in your face, and you need to just pop it over, and it's easier said than done, Dominic.
Absolutely. And, of course, if you're on the receiving end of that screen pass, you hope that your linemen get out there, get some blocks, because the last thing you want is to get popped right after you touch the football. So punt is up, and it's going to be fair. No, he's just going to catch it and be drugged to the ground. I thought he had a fair catch.
He did.
And it's going to be number 16, Brock Mosier, drugged down at the 48-yard line. My initial thought is it was a fair catch, but I don't see a flag.
Well, it looks like the referee just picked it up now. There was originally a flag on the play. I thought it was a fair catch too, but it looks like they're picking it up. Maybe he just didn't signal for it.
It's possible. He had plenty of defenders surrounding him, so lucky to get away unscathed. So 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Vikings, as they're already across midfield. They are down 30 points and looking to make up for it. So pump fake, incomplete, Caden Shadone. Shadone, he's been running around a lot tonight, not getting a lot of time back there in the pocket. So this Tiffin defense has been doing a phenomenal job in the first half of play. They've got a sack, a couple turnovers, and they've really been able to step up against this high-octane offense. Here we go, 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. We've got wide outs, split left and right. Shadone, he's going to hand it off, and it's going to be Austin Whitley who takes it right up the middle for a short gain on the play. Of course, the clock's going to keep on moving here, and it may just be their intent to let the clock go and walk into halftime and regroup a little bit. But you can hear that ominous tone of the bell from Tiffin. Oof. And clock continuing to run down. Now 15, 14, 13 seconds remaining in the first half. Shadone stepping back, moving around, got some pressure, tosses it to nobody. Incomplete. 5 seconds remaining in the half. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Vikings.
Going to be an interesting decision here. I think you're going to probably keep the ball in the hands of your offense. This is the last play. Make sure you keep it in bounds, keep that clock running, which should be a running clock anyway. But
that's what I was thinking, but with the incomplete, it could have stopped it right there. So we'll see how it goes. Vikings looks like they're going to take a timeout here to regroup.
And we just got word that running clock starts in the second half.
Okay. So there's our answer. Something to keep in mind as we still have that 30-point deficit. So we could see that pick up immediately as the second half of play picks up later on down the line. But as it stands, we've still got 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Connor, how's it going? The crowd has been pretty quiet lately. I see you've trained them well.
I think the score says it all.
Yep, it certainly does. Tiffin Columbian 50, River Valley 20. Not much else you need to know other than it's been a fun evening to watch. All right, so here we go. Vikings back up to the line of scrimmage after taking a timeout. And they've got 3 split out, wide right, 2 to the left. Shadone from the shotgun, stepping up, throws to his man. He's got number 15, Whitley, off to the right. He's going to be drugged down at the 39-yard line, and that'll do it for the first half of play from Frost County Stadium. Your Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes with a commanding 50-20 lead over the visiting River Valley Vikings. So we're going to take a short break here from Frost County, and we will be back with our halftime show from Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Our Vikings are going to sure your players as well. Give us a lot to cheer about. So put your hands together and join us in this.
All right, welcome back to Frost County Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. Here at Heart of Ohio Sports, our streaming game of the week stands with the Tiffin Tornadoes 50. River Valley Vikings 20. There's a lot that's been going on in the first 2 quarters of play. Let's do a quick recap, but first, I want to thank TPC Foods, our halftime sponsors. Their 75 years of service providing quality product and service and food to all operators in Northwest Ohio and the surrounding area. Family-owned, Ohio proud. They are big enough to serve, small enough to care. That's TPC. All right, so tonight's game got started with a lot of heat. River Valley came out smoking hot as it took them all of about 1 minute to put up their first TD as Shadone just marched his offense right down the field. But Tiffin Columbian would match that and more as we've got a 43-yard TD run, a fumble recovery, a 25-yard throw from Rogo, and that's just 30 seconds of play in the first quarter of tonight's game. And then TC, they put up another 7-yard TD pass just for good measure as they rounded out the first quarter of play. But then, wouldn't you know it, second quarter, all tornadoes as the storm was coming and coming strong. You've got Rogo with another pitch and catch TD. We've got Rogo with another 31-yard TD catch. At that point, it's only 35-12. And then, wouldn't you know it, you've got Scheiber, 5-yard TD run, Rogo, another 35-yard TD pass, and just because they can, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we got 50-20 here at halftime. Did I get it all?
I think you got it all.
I mean, there's a lot going on there, Zach.
There's been a lot going on, and it's all been tornadoes. I mean, Rogo has been absolutely perfect, almost all night. I mean, his ball placement has been phenomenal, right? His pocket presence has been phenomenal, and his knowledge of this offense has just been really great. So it's awesome to see here if you are a Columbian fan. Absolutely, and those long passes along the sidelines, the highlights that we're talking about, certainly could not have been possible without Damian Brockington, their lead running back, the junior, who has just been slashing this Vikings defense. He came out earlier with injury, right? We haven't seen him since the half. We hope he's okay, but man, that first quarter and a half, he was untouchable. Coming into tonight's game, he averaged over 11 yards a carry, and he may up that ante tonight with the yards that he's been picking up. They've looked sharp. They've looked relentless, but I'd like to think that Judd Lutz, he wants to see some of those younger kids with a 30-point lead. Exactly, and I think this is a perfect transition. That was one of the topics that we talked about in our interview, my interview with Coach Lutz. So, Greg, I think we have the video all pulled up, and so here is Coach Lutz.
All righty. Coach Lutz, how are you, sir? Thank you again for doing this with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. So, big win last week versus Springfield. I just want to know, how is the energy on the team right now?
Anytime after, a win, for the most part, spirits are usually pretty high. And, guys feel a little bit more pep in their step. You get a bad taste out of your mouth with a loss and everything. So, had to get back on the bandwagon, though, obviously, and start grinding out good days this week in order to prepare for a really good team coming up. And I think that's exactly what we've done so far.
Perfect. So you mentioned bouncing back. How important is it to get off the hot start here during the season?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you want to win games, find ways to win games. Momentum is real, just like in any game and also in a season. So it's much easier and a little bit easier on my heart when we get off to a good start rather than a bad start, for sure. But there's always going to be ups and downs throughout a game. There's always going to be ups and downs throughout a season. But it's how you respond and wave. Don't flinch in those moments. It really matters.
You mentioned River Valley. They're coming up. They're on a hot start, 2-0. What have you seen from them as a group?
They're a really good team. We knew they brought back some good players. Probably keyed, kind of led by their really good starting quarterback, who's a returning All-State player. And their offense definitely starts with him, ends with him. And so containing him and trying to limit his big play possibility is going to be really important. And then defensively, they're probably led, a guy who really pops out of film is their middle linebacker. He runs really well. He's really physical, likes to blitz, or at least maybe even look like he's blitzing, or maybe just reacting, but plays downhill really well. And they're really active up front. And so taking care of those guys so things, don't get messy is going to be really important.
So you mentioned it pops out on film, right? What goes into a normal week of preparation for the coaching staff and for the players?
Yeah. With these guys, every week's a little bit different depending on when you got film and when you can start breaking it down. So with these guys, we have their previous 2 games on film. So from weeks 1 and weeks 2, I don't think we got anything too early beforehand. So really, the moment you wrap up a Friday night game, you usually get the film exchange at some point Saturday morning or early afternoon, and right away start digging into it, labeling it, and kind of figuring out who key players are, what they do well, maybe what they didn't do well, or what we feel like they don't do well. while also obviously reflecting on what you just did the previous week and what you have to work on. So it's a balance of, how do we need to get better as a team? What do we need to work on? But also then how do we need to attack this next team and put together a game plan? And so weekends are often a pretty big blur because Saturdays are, mixed with family and football, and then Sunday more of the same. And obviously we do things, maybe a little bit different than some, but getting together and communicating as a whole staff, and then offense and defensively, Sunday evenings is kind of when we really start digging into game planning. So, and then for players, they get the film the moment we do. We share it out and they can start kind of digging into it, looking into stuff. And then we're sharing things Monday morning and Tuesday mornings, respectively, with each side of the ball. So it's a busy week. Every minute kind of is accounted for in some way, shape, or form, but it's our recipe right now for success.
Perfect. So every year, right, there's turnover. That's the nature of the game. Every year there are new faces. What's been your favorite part of getting to know these group kids, this team?
That's a good one. Yeah, and you're exactly right. Every year you're going to lose some seniors. Hopefully they graduate, so they're moving on. And obviously you're going to have some new faces at some point. Maybe it's a returning kid who's waited his turn and he's now a senior and he's getting the first chance to maybe be a starter or be a key backup and probably play significantly, or maybe he's a junior, maybe he's a sophomore. So we have a handful on both sides of the ball in special teams. They're really exciting and off to really good starts through the first 2 weeks. I'm going to hold off on saying any names just yet, but really good surprises and guys who, the consistent thing is all of them have worked really hard this offseason to get ready, or, we're starting to show some really good glimpses at the end of last season. And so it's excited to see how they're getting off to a good start and really contributing, obviously, on game day.
Every great team has their identity, right? Their slogan, maybe it's a motto, maybe it's the way they just handle business. When people look at this Tornadoes team, what do you want them to see? What do you want them to think about?
Really, hopefully the same thing with every team, and it's tough. We talk about being TC tough, and that doesn't mean, we're going to punch you in the face during a game or rip your helmet off and knock you over the head with it, because that's probably not a good idea. But mentally tough, physically tough. We look the part on film, hopefully. But also, we're never out of it. No matter the score, no matter the situation, we've just prepared mentally and physically to be tough. And so that's who we always want to be every year, no matter who the names are. And I think this team is no different than those that have come before him. They've bought into that and have really shown a lot of those characteristics already.
All right. Is there anything that you want to talk about, what you've seen from this team, maybe just anything that we haven't talked about already on this interview?
Nothing I can think of just yet. It's still early in the season. A lot of, season left, but at the same point, it's kind of a series of sprints within a marathon. And so we're there at the third leg of hopefully a bunch, and just really excited thus far with what we've seen.
Coach Lutz, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for doing this interview here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
It's halftime here from Tiffin, Ohio, as the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes have swirled to a dramatic lead, 50-20 over the for now, undefeated River Valley Vikings. But welcome back. We're so excited to have you here for our halftime show, our TPC halftime show. Right now, if you take a look out on the field, we've got the Tiffin Columbian Marching Band led by Mike Meadows. And if you can spot it, I'm still looking for myself. There's a little 9th grade clarinet player, my daughter, who is having the time of her life out there. So love you. You're doing an awesome job. I wish we could hear you because through the glass, at least, I think they're doing pretty good. Biased father, though. So it's been a lot of fun here. So let's bounce back over to Zach, and we'll try to pull Connor in here. And what kind of things have you noticed so far in the first half of play? But more importantly, what should we expect in the second half of play?
Well, I think the biggest thing, right, that we've noticed is this Tornadoes offense. I mean, they're playing unafraid. They're playing their brand of football, and, man, it's been so fun to watch. I expect we're going to see a lot of the same here in the second half. I'm sure we're going to see some right, you're going to see your backups. You're going to see your younger guys getting a chance to play in a runaway game like this. But for the Vikings, I mean, you really need to pull yourself back into this one. That comes from your defense stepping up, and that's really where it's going to be. And that defense has kind of got to run through number 33, Will Garrison, the middle linebacker of this team. I mean, he plays aggressive football. You just heard there in the interview. Coach Lutz giving him high praise, and really, you're going to need that entire defense to really step up here to compete in the rest of this game.
And you mentioned early on there, Zach, that one of the keys is that you need plays from your defense, and they've had several turnovers. They've been able to sack the quarterback, but also what doesn't show up on the stat sheet is the pressure that they've been putting the Vikings under. It just has thrown them out of a rhythm, and they haven't been able to do as much as they would like on the offensive end.
I mean, credit the quarterback. I mean, that's Shadone. I mean, he's had pressure in his face all night, and he's made some great throws. He's made some great plays. He's stepped up. So that's your offensive line. And when you're running this high-tempo offense, I mean, we talked about it in the beginning. I mean, that is a lot of pressure to put on your offensive line. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of work. And you really need to be in the top-tier conditioning for that to be really effective.
All right, so we've got about 6 minutes before second half of play here from beautiful Tiffin, Ohio. Why don't we take a quick look around the Seneca County area at some of the other high school football scores.
Right, so we have Hopewell over Fostoria right now, 27-12 the score there. Cary over Waite, 15-6. Sandusky trailing Fremont, 15-13. Bellevue over Shelby, 12-3. Gibsonburg over Mohawk, 28-14. Galleon over Upper Sandusky, 14-7. Perkins all over Port Clinton right now, 42-0. And finally, Calvert trailing St. Paul, 6-14.
That's a tough one right there. Now, it's really interesting. Cary and Waite boxing it out. Of course, Tiffin Columbian, they're going to be going up there to the Toledo area in a couple of weeks to play this Waite football team. So, they better get ready. Wait and see, because the Tornadoes are on the way.
I remember we played a Toledo Waite team. This Toledo Waite team, I remember my senior year of high school must have been, sophomore year of high school.
Like last year, right?
Oh, seriously, that's 5 years ago now. And I think that was the only win we got that season, 1-2. So,
there you go.
That's my only experience with Toledo Waite. But
there you go.
That's going to be really fun to see.
Absolutely. All right, let's bounce out to Connor for a second and get Connor's comments on this. Connor, how you doing first off? Did you get some food? Are you relaxing? But more importantly, what are you seeing from the bird's eye view?
I'm doing good down here.
Awesome.
The first half for me, I mean, Columbian's offense is just explosive, both in the passing game and in the rushing game. There's really no flaws. Rogo is on point with his players. And I think that's translating to the defensive side, because the defense is making huge plays, stopping this explosive offense. Now, you got to give it to River Valley. They're making some big plays. But they're making those plays. Tiffin's right there to answer them right away, and that's what I believe is the reason for the 50-20 score.
And that was something that you had mentioned off broadcast. The response that these Columbian Tornadoes have been able to give has been phenomenal, and it makes it really difficult as a visiting team. It just kind of takes the air out of your sails right there.
Yes, it does. And I think another big thing, too, is Columbian is making them turnovers as well and making River Valley work for the ball. So everything for Columbian so far in this first half is it clicked for them. And I think that's a really good thing. And they just can roll it into the second half and keep this big league going.
There you have it. Of course, you can hear in the background of Connor's mic out there. He's so close to the action, you can hear all of the amazing music from the 120 Tiffin Columbian marching band members. And they're doing a jig right now. They're doing some dancing. And now they're going to get back to playing some music. So just like the football counterpart, a lot of music to be made here in the second half as we're drawing closer and closer to the third quarter of play. About 2.5 minutes to go. And it will be Tiffin Columbian who receives the football in the second half, as it was River Valley who won the coin toss in the first half. They elected to receive. So Tiffin Columbian, they get the first crack at it here in the second half.
So at the end of the game, we're going to have our MST Sauce Company player of the game. Do you have any front runners right now? Because I got a couple right now in mind.
You know, this is a tough one. I love me an underdog. Rogo's getting too much play on this one, so it's got to be somebody else, maybe somebody from the defense. You got to give it to an offensive lineman. That's what you got to do. Give it to the line.
Give it a big, and it's great that you mentioned it because, I mean, they don't get the credit. 50 points doesn't happen without an offensive line. I mean, let's say DeVore, Groves, Murch. I mean, these are all, like, big guys that can really, really play. And so it's awesome to see them get the credit they deserve.
Absolutely. And you've got to be thrilled with everything that they've been able to do. And you're looking forward to just more of it. Now, here's the real question here, Zach. And we can see that the Columbian quarterbacks, they're back out on the field. They're getting warmed up as we're inching our way closer to second half of play. Rogo is out there. How much does he get in the second half before you pull him? A couple series, third quarter. What would you do, Coach Dillon?
Well, again, I'm not Coach Lutz. I mean, you want to put a bunch of stuff on tape of your players. And if you're doing this, right, if you're doing this well, there's no reason not to keep him in there for another quarter. But then you got to also think, right, we got to give the next guy up some opportunity because, you know, what happens during the season and he's not available anymore, right?
Yep.
Or in the coming years. The only other quarterback I think they have listed on their roster is Zach Shawberry, right?
Sophomore.
So we might see him tonight, might not. We'll see. But, man, I am so excited for this second half action.
It's going to be fun. No matter what you think, it's going to be fun. And, Connor, we're still waiting on that mended prediction. You were just a little off with your 34-17 prediction or whatever you were saying. It was babble, Connor.
Yeah, I predicted 35-24, but as we are seeing it here, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 69-28 score, 32 score.
Tiffin Columbian, they just took your guess, added it together, and said, we'll cover that in the first two quarters of play.
Unreal.
So a lot of fun here from Tiffin, Ohio. 3 minutes away from the second half of play. You've got the Columbian football team out there warming up on the football field as the marching bands are moving around, getting themselves prepared. You've also got the River Valley Vikings. Of course, they're in the white jerseys. I don't think we ever mentioned they're in the white jerseys, but they are in the white jerseys. They're on the far right side of the field, slowly stretching themselves out and getting themselves ready. So been so much fun. We've got, the National Guard jerseys, camouflage jerseys. We've got a lot of veterans in the stands, coaches. They've been repping the gear on the sideline, giving thanks to all of the people who have served. And before the game, way on the far left side of the field, there was a huge fundraiser for the boosters. They had inflatables. There had to be at least 100 kids out there having an absolute blast. And this is the time where you just kind of look and you make those memories.
It makes me jealous. They were having so much fun down there, and we're up here sweating, setting stuff up.
Yep.
So that's how it goes. That's the cost of doing business.
Absolutely. And no harm at all right there. Whew. All right, so let's take a quick moment. I'd like to thank a couple of our phenomenal sponsors here as we've got Buckeye IT. They've been with us the whole way through, okay? Buckeye IT, they are some fun people. With Buckeye IT, your business is treated like a business because it is. They want to get to know your business, how you struggle with technology and how that might just be holding your company back. Don't be stuck in the Stone Age. Let Buckeye IT Services work with you to tailor a solution with a combination of the best practices, newest equipment to help eliminate IT pain for your business. Start your partnership today by visiting them at buckeyeit.com.
And they've been a great supporter of Heart of Ohio sports, so we thank them so very much.
And, of course, with our streaming service, we rely so heavily on phenomenal technology, so having partners like Buckeye IT makes this broadcast just that much better. All right, so we are getting dangerously close to the second half of play here. So, Zach, maybe this is the time where we should start talking about that 30-point differential, because we mentioned it in the second quarter, but it's actually going to go into effect here right now in the third quarter. So what is actually going on when we say OHSAA has this rule where when you reach 30 points, something changes?
So you guys are going to see a running clock. And it stops only for the following, so only these 6 scenarios. So, first, an official timeout or injury timeout. That's when the clock's going to stop. A charge timeout by either team. They have 3 each. That's as normal. A change of possession. You're going to see the clock stop. You're going to see the clock stop at the end of the third quarter. You're going to see the clock stop every time a score occurs, a scoring play. And then finally, any kind of extended delay signaled by the referee. So, basically a running clock this entire quarter.
There we go. So, second half might go pretty quick in comparison to the first half here, but you never know. And we'll wait and see. So, as it stands, get all the regulars out there for Columbian. As I believe it was, I saw Brockington. He's deep. Most of them are just muddled around midfield for the squib kick. But I cannot make out our other man, the number 4 here, Corper, who bobbled it, picked it up, 20, taken down at 22. So Corper handling the football on this one, and the Columbian offense, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
You just saw a dual stream there. You guys can go check out Nate and Tommy and how that game's going.
My guess is not as much fun as what we're having, but Seneca East, you never know.
Looks like it's 28-12. Seneca East is trailing.
Oh, they're trailing.
Yep.
Okay, they got a tight game. Greg, do you know what quarter it is over there?
I believe it's third quarter.
Third quarter. Oof. That's going to be a barn burner. So here we go. Brockington right up the middle. Picks up 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and long for the Tornadoes.
Tackle on the play by number 33, Will Garrison. Brings up 2nd down, 7.
So clock continue to move. We're now down to 11 minutes. No rush here by the Tornadoes, and rightfully so, as they've got a commanding lead, a 30-point lead tonight. So here we go. Rogo from the shotgun. He's got 3 split out wide right. Fakes the handoff, pitches it to the right, and his man's gone. 35, 40, 45. Drugged down at the 47-yard line. That's going to be another big gain for Columbian, and 1st down Tornadoes.
And that's the big advantage that you have on these screen passes, right? You're getting the ball to your athlete as soon as possible, and you're letting them go. You know, it's basically 2-on-2 out there. And you have to make sure that your man is going to make their man miss.
1st and 10 from the 46 for Tiffin. 10-19 remaining in the third quarter of play here. Rogo standing there in the shotgun. Brockington joining him. High snap, gives it to Brockington. Right up the middle, finds his way. 50 across midfield, 45. Going to be drugged down right around the 44-yard line. It's going to be close depending on snap, but it should be enough for a 1st down. Nope, they're going to say he's just short of that 1st down. By about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 46-yard line for Tiffin. Clock continues to roll on down here from Tiffin, Ohio. No rush. So here we go, 2nd and 1. Rogo from the shotgun pitches it out left to his running back. Brockington, 45-40, as he's going to be drugged down. First down for Tiffin. Now, let me correct that. It looks like it might have been Keyshawn Seitz who is rushing the football. So Seitz picking up that first down run for the Tornadoes. So Seitz getting some carries here in the second half of play. The junior running back stands at 5'10", 170 pounds. Got a quick burst, as you've seen. So 1st and 10 from the 38. It's Seitz joining Rogo in the backfield. Seitz up to the right, 35. He's got a spot, 30. He's going to bulldoze his way forward. That should be enough for another first down. Tiffin, first down on the run.
Great job there by Seitz, finding the edge, taking that outside zone run, following his blockers, and hitting the right hole.
And the clear advantage that Columbian has over River Valley is rushing the football, and you're going to see a heavy dose of it as we have right now here in the third quarter as they continue to grind this clock down and pick up chunk yardage while rushing. 1st and 10 from the 27. Rogo gives it to Seitz. Seitz off to the right. He's hit by 3 defenders, drugged down for a short gain. Looks like Mitch Scheiber going to spell Seitz for a little bit. So your 2 running backs at the moment, you've got Scheiber, the senior running back, and then Seitz, the junior, splitting most of the carries so far here in third quarter.
Yeah,
and they've been pretty effective.
Yeah, they have been, and they're trying to kind of compensate for Damian Brockington being out, number 23. He's on the sideline.
Columbian's leading rusher on the year. Had well over, I think it was close to 330 total yards in the first 2 games, so he's their bell cow. Meanwhile, it's Scheiber, who is drugged down at the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and short for Tiffin.
Really a change of pace here from what their offense was doing in the first half. A lot of inside zone runs, a lot of power football. And when you're up 30, that's kind of what you expect to see.
Yep, it's hog heaven out there right now because you've got a huge lead and you can just pound away on the defense.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I mean, that really was like hog heaven, right? The big guys love it.
Yep, absolutely. This is the fun part for them. So 3rd and 3 from 20. And Rogo rolling to his left, tossing way over his receiver. Incomplete as Rogo was taking a shot at the end zone, trying to pick up another touchdown.
He almost ran over someone with a trombone out there.
Yep, I know firsthand the band, they live large during the third quarter. They've got a food truck. They get a nice hot meal. And during our last game, my daughter was too busy eating to say hi to her dad. Take that.
Well, what are we doing up here? Do you know how to play an instrument?
No. If you give me a kazoo, I might be able to pull it off. I can whistle. That's about it, though. I've been trying to learn guitar for 20 years. Just hasn't taken.
Hey, one day.
One day, yeah, So Columbian, they're going to take a first time out here in the second half with 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. They still have that commanding 50-20 lead over the Vikings. And it's quiet.
All is quiet. We have the crowd noise all day down. You see the dual stream right now. Seneca East still down. Well, again, that's on the A stream. What do you think about that name? A stream versus X stream.
We are extreme. So that's the only thing that matters.
I tell you what, you look at me and Dom,
Yep.
and your first thought is going to be extreme.
Yep. We can throw up the X, and they can't do anything like that. Okay.
That's a Nate Mullins masterpiece there.
I was going to say that's actually Tommy giving you guys a break because he didn't want to call you the B stream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, 4th and 3 from the 20, and Tiffin is going all the way, and Rogo tosses it incomplete. So the Vikings, they're going to take over at the 20-yard line, and we'll see what they can do here in the second half.
Yeah, that seemed to be a first down there if it was complete. Ball just a little bit behind the receiver. Going back to that extreme thing, if that was Tommy, I no longer want to give him credit. He keeps calling me Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
You saw the intro graphic. I don't know if you saw our lower third. I know for a fact, at least according to that, you've never seen the movie, and I am the star of the movie. So, Greggy having a laugh over there,
yep.
and just know,
himself.
just know, I'll internalize that one.
All right.
I'll take it to heart. So,
we'll talk it out later. All right, here we go. Vikings, they're going to try to run it right up the gut as it's Austin Whitley who's drugged to the ground for a short gain.
Connor, you ever seen the movie Wreck-It Ralph?
I have.
What do you think?
You're very familiar.
And okay.
I'm going to wreck it. Oh, goodness. All I have to say, Zach, is you make me feel like I've lost 20 pounds tonight.
What does that mean?
You're Wreck-It Ralph. I'm just, I'm Driftwood here on screen next to you.
Now Zach's going to look at me and be like, Greg, you make me feel like I lost 50 pounds tonight.
Yep. Connor, you feeling lighter out there too?
I'll just jump on the bandwagon here.
There we go.
Tell you what, that's all bench press and spinach right there.
There you have it. Oh. All right, so we've got an injured player on the ground here for the Columbian Tornadoes. It looks like it's number 15, Talib Al-Zawani, who slowed to get up. And he's able to walk himself off the field, so we'll check in on him, make sure that he's all right, and he might have his night. His night might be finished. One of their premier players, and the game is in hand. So here we go, and he's down. Well, that didn't take long. Shadone tossed it to Shadone. And then Shadone took down Shadone.
Yeah, that's hard, right? The field is starting to get a little wet. The dew, he just lost his footing. Nothing more to say about that.
Not much else you can say, yep. At game time, we were sitting at 82 degrees. We've dropped down to 77, and it's, still pretty clear, but we'll see. Here we go. Shadone, he pump fakes, steps up 20. He's going to be drugged down by 4 Columbian defenders for a 1-yard gain. And one of those defenders is sprinting off the field as his helmet went further than the football.
Of course, one of those high school rules, helmet comes off, you got to sit out for play.
No big deal. 3:41 remaining in the third quarter here from Tiffin, Ohio, as the Vikings are looking at a 4th and 8, and their punt team is out on the field.
One sign I see is Brockington over on the sideline. He's up, walking around, got his helmet back on. Who knows, maybe we'll see him more tonight. But he does seem to be okay right down here on the sideline by the water.
And Rogo is over there with him as well. So who knows? We'll see. So punt is away. Columbian picks it up at the 43. Weasels their way across midfield. Lands at the 44-yard line. Looks like there's a flag on the field possibly. Or nope. I think that might have just been the spot. So Tiffin Columbian will take the start their possession around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and Damian Brockington is back in the huddle. So that's always good to see.
There you go.
Looks like we're going to see him the rest of this quarter, which is surprising considering the score. But, Coach Lutz doesn't want to take his foot off the gas, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. You're having a great game, have great momentum. Why stop now?
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from the 45 for this Tornado offense. 2:55, 2:54 on the clock, and it's Brockington. Whoa, look at him take off. 40, 35, 30. He's still moving as he evades one defender, pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line, and woo, he had a burst on that one.
I tell you what, doesn't look hurt anymore, and that's just great to see, if you're a fan of the game.
I think he may have taken offense to us mentioning his meager 11-yard average before the game, as it looks like he's aiming to up that number before he's done tonight.
Yeah, only averaging over a first down a carry. Only.
No big deal. Just another day in the office. So it's 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. We're now down at 2:09, 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. Brockington again right up the middle. Avoids a couple would-be tacklers, drags a few others down to the 16-yard line, and it's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Tornadoes. So Brockington, it did not appear that he started this drive, and we got a heavy dose of Seitz and Scheiber, and now they're putting the fresh Brockington in there. And all you have to do if you're Rogo, just hand it off and watch the magic happen.
Exactly. With 3 yards to go, I think we all know what we're expecting here. Some kind of run outside. Heavy pressure.
Here you go. And sure enough, Brockington again up to the 13-yard line. 1st down Tornadoes as they pick up another 1st down as they're driving towards the end zone.
It's an outside zone run right up the C-gap. I tell you what, that's the kind of football that wins games.
When I was in high school, we had a grand total of 5 plays that we ran. That was one of the 5. You just run it right up the gut, and they can't stop it.
Is Oz trap pitch?
Beauty.
That's it.
That's all you need. That's all you need. We ran the wing T. Oh yeah.
Lots of motion up front for the offensive line.
Straight out of the 70s too, but it worked. All right, here we go. It looks like Brockington, or maybe it's Seitz, who's going to be drugged down at the 5-yard line. 2nd down. Tiffin.
I tell you what, the wing T offense really just works in high school. I mean, I used to cover a team up back in Michigan, Hudson High School, and they were state champions quite a bit. They were contenders, and that's all they ran.
Yeah.
I mean, the wing T offense features lots of pulling, lots of window dressing, as they say.
Absolutely. A lot of movement.
You pull your guards, you pull your tackles, maybe you pull your center every once in a while, and the whole concept is to really just run the ball up the gut and fool the linebackers.
Yep.
Send them one way, go the other way, and that is just
old school football there.
It's old school football, and it works because the only way to stop it is being disciplined. And that is a hard thing to do at this level.
Absolutely. So after 3 quarters of play from Tiffin, Ohio, you've got the Tornadoes 50 and the Vikings 20. And the Tornadoes, they're on the storm as when we return to the 4th quarter, they're going to have the ball on the 5-yard line. You're listening to Heart of Ohio Sports here from Frost County Stadium.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
All right, welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio, here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Got to get that one out. And here's what you missed. Tiffin Columbian touchdown. Brought to you, of course, by our good friends at First National Bank of Sycamore. They've been getting a lot of play tonight because the Tornadoes now have 56 points hanging up there on the scoreboard.
Looks to be the biggest score in the county so far. Man, I mean, this is anytime your team can put up 57 now. I mean, that just really is, it says something about your team.
Absolutely. So it looks like it was Brockington that scored the touchdown on that last one there from 5 yards out. And we're looking at 11 minutes left in tonight's football game.
And remember, we do have that running clock, so scoring play, so it just stopped. You're going to see it go until we have one of those 6 scenarios I said. Coach's timeout, turnovers, scoring plays.
So Judd Lutz, he's got to be pretty pleased with how things have gone so far tonight. Zach, if you were in the locker room talking to your football team after a performance like tonight, what do you say to temper expectations and keep them hungry?
Well, I think the first thing you say to them is, hey, guys, here's what we can do when we execute. And we need to execute our plays. We need to execute our roles. And there's some great things that can happen for a football team if they can stay disciplined and do their job.
There you go. Of course, they had a very, very tough matchup in that first week against Fremont Ross. They just couldn't pull it out. But clearly, they're picking up some momentum here as we've got number 10, Caudell, sneaking up the sideline across midfield as he's drug out of bounds right around the 45-yard line. And you've got another Columbian football player limping off the football field.
Yeah, you mentioned the loss to Fremont Ross week 1. That's tough. They are a bigger school, more athletic. And so the way that they were able to compete there for a while was valiant. And, you know, it's so good to see Coach Lutz and the team bouncing back.
Absolutely, and anytime you can win 2 in a row, that's a good thing right there for your football team. But you know what? 3 in a row is better. So here we go. And the Vikings, you've got Shadone, who's dancing around in the pocket. He's going to be taken off 40, taken down right around the 36-yard line as he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker. So that'll bring up 2nd and short for the Vikings.
Hey, you brought up the 3-0. You know what they always say? What's the best win?
The next one. That's
exactly.
Right. Absolutely. And for this Columbian football team, they're not interested in anything except league championships and a deep playoff run. So here we go, handoff to Austin Whitley, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down, and that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Vikings. He may have lost a couple inches on that as the Vikings were trying to just muscle their way through to a first down. Of course, this is the closest that they've been to the end zone in quite some time. But you know what happens when the bell tolls. And right now the Columbian defense has been stepping up. And, oh, there he goes. All right. We've got Shadone, who stuck it right between the numbers for Butler. First down, Vikings. He had no choice but to catch that one. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line for the Vikings here as they've got something going. And Shadone tosses it out to Shadone. He wiggles his way up 20, up to the 15-yard line, drug down right around that first down marker, and it's going to be close depending on the mark. And they may be just inches shy of the first down on that one. So Shadone connects with Kean Shadone, the junior receiver, one of his favorite targets. And 2nd and inches for this Viking offense. So here we go. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to be straight up the gut. It's going to be Whitley. He's going to get enough for the first down, and that's going to get them that much closer to trying to put up some extra points here. Got to love the fight that the Vikings are showing here tonight. They know what the score is, but they're still getting in some solid reps here in the fourth quarter as we're now down to 8:54, 8:53 remaining in the football game. Here we go. Shadone joined in the back by Whitley, fakes it. Looking to throw, tosses it in the end zone, has a man. He catches it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Oh, my gosh.
What a catch.
What a catch and what a recovery. Who is that out there? The wide receiver is that?
We have not seen him yet tonight. It looks like 34.
34,
number 34?
12?
Carter Park, the sophomore. Woo.
What a recovery there by
That's
Park.
amazing.
I don't know if you guys were able to see it. He stumbled out of his break. He ran a corner route right there towards the back pylon, and, man, the awareness to get back up, find the football, beat his man, and then come back down inbounds. I mean, that was a phenomenal catch.
He did a phenomenal job just maintaining control and balance, and then he caught the ball for a touchdown. So well done. Vikings going for two, and Shadone, he's going to dance around, and he's diving for the end zone, and he's in. So there's your two-point conversion, and now it is 57-28. Tiffin Columbian still leading with 8:37 remaining in tonight's football game.
Shadone running around Mike Vick style. Oh, wow.
I thought he was toast in the backfield.
So did I. Oh, some cut steps, look like a point guard. Ball control. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's exciting football.
You know, when you see running like that, it makes you forget that he lost. He had negative 17 yards last game rushing, but he likes to throw it all over the place, and he is not disappointed with that tonight. So, okay, 8:37 here remaining in the football game. What do you have to lose, Zach? Do you just do the onside kick, you just give it back? I mean, your defense has done nothing for you tonight. What's the play? What's the call?
Well, I guess we'll find out here momentarily from Coach Green. You know, points like you never want to say a game is completely lost until that clock ticks down. I think you give this you have an opportunity to kind of put some stuff on tape, give your defense the reps they obviously need. But we'll see here. Once again, the entire line in the sprinter stance.
Yep, it's going to be a low line drive, and Tiffin's going to pick it up at 25-30, taken down right around the 35-yard line. And that's where we're going to see this offense. And Rogo, he's coming out again, so I guess that answers our question. How many snaps is he getting in the second half? He's not done. Yeah, he's not done.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't blame Coach Lutz at all. I mean, you put up 57. Why stop now? I don't see the point in coasting. This is a great opportunity for your offense. Put up reps, build confidence going into next week. And it keeps the game exciting, frankly.
Yeah, absolutely. They're probably thinking, hey, you think we can get triple digits before it's over? Well, probably not. But here we go. So it's going to be Seitz right up the middle, and he's going to fall forward at the 40-yard line. So a nice chunk pickup of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Tornadoes.
And another reason why you might want to keep your starters out there, your first string, is because of this Vikings offense. I mean, they have the ability to go down the field and score in 3, 4, 5 plays. So they are an electric offense when they can move the ball. And, you just want to keep this game a little out of reach. Keep them at bay.
We don't know much about next week's opponent here for the Tornadoes, Bishop Watterson from the Columbus area, but we'll definitely be covering it here. I wonder if this rushing game that they're working on might have anything to do with prepping for them. So we'll see. We'll see if we can dig up some details on Bishop Watterson. Meanwhile, you've got Seitz, who scampers out to the left, picks up another Columbian first down, and they're moving the chains as they cross midfield.
Once again, you mentioned it. We will be here 7 p.m. September 9th. Watterson versus Columbian. Dom, it's you and me.
It is.
Extreme one more time.
That's right. Extreme 9-9. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. Seitz going to take it again right up the middle. Breaks 2 tacklers. Falls forwards with a hard rush. I think he got 8 on that one. He would not be denied. He's like, I am not going down here.
That is just hard-nosed football, let me tell you. I mean, that is really, it comes down to who wants it more. Fighting your way, getting those extra yards, and that means something. You know, when your running backs can do that consistently, it just puts your team in a better spot.
Absolutely. 2nd and 3rd from the 42-yard line for the Tornadoes here. We're now down to 7:05, 7:04 remaining in tonight's football game. The Tornadoes, they are marching. Stacked line, going to give it to Seitz off to the right side. He's got a crease. He bounces it up, gets that first down. First down, Tiffin, moving those chains once again.
Connor, are you with us? What do you think about tonight and how things are shaping out?
I mean, like what you said before, after that Week 1 loss to Fremont Ross, I mean, give them credit. They are a great team. I think they shaped themselves some more after that. And what they did last week transitioned to this week, and it's looking really good for them.
Yeah, they took care of business against Springfield last week, putting up 40-plus on the home team. So they're back at their offensive wizardry again tonight as they've got 57, and they might have more by the end of this drive. So here we go. Seitz again off to the left. He's going to be swallowed whole by the Viking defense as he's taken down after a very short gain. A little pushing and shoving there in that scrum when Seitz was taken down.
It's interesting to see Rogo, Bryce Rogo, that is, the wide receiver on the sidelines. He hasn't been in for the last drive. Still a little banged up, maybe from the finger. Maybe they just say, hey, we're going to run the ball.
Yeah, and all 6'4" of him. He's got some height, too. Here we go. Braden Rogo, the QB, is going to hand it off, and it's going to be Seitz again, who's getting the majority of the carries here lately. Pounds his way forward, bounces off some defenders, and picks up another Tiffin first down. Seitz has been he's been running hard here the last couple, and he's been doing one heck of a job toting that football. It's now down to 5:03, 5:02 remaining in tonight's football game. Gotta say, make sure you stay right here for our post-game show. We'll recap all of tonight's action, and we will pull Connor back into the booth and get our player of the game. Or players. We don't know. He hasn't told us yet. So here we go. Seitz again off to the right, picking up a couple yards. 2nd down for Tiffin.
I don't know about you. There are a couple names that I'm leaning towards right now. I think it's probably either Braden Rogo or the running back, Brockington.
It wouldn't be a bad choice. There's a lot of really good choices to choose from here. All around, phenomenal effort by Tiffin Columbian.
Right, and they get a gift card? Is that right? We have our producer, Greg.
The player of the game gets a $25 gift card to Madison Street Tavern.
Boom. There it is. Oh, get some chicken chunks. Oof. That's a meal right there. All right, Seitz bounces off a defender, 20-15-10. He's still going, still moving, still churning those legs. Down right around the 8-yard line. First down, Tiffin Columbian. Oof. Yep, Seitz has got his sights set on that end zone. 1st and goal for Columbian from the 7-yard line. 3:32 remaining in tonight's contest. Tiffin, they've been slow rolling this drive, eating up, chewing up a lot of the clock over there. And it's been working out really well for him so far. All right, so Tiffin, they got that power stacked formation all the beef you want right up front. Sights off to the right, takes his time, pushes forward inside the 5, drug down. That'll bring up second down for Columbian. Looking at some of our final scores rolling in here. Perkins 49-0 over Port Clinton. Of course, we'll see Perkins at the end of the season as they take on Tiffin Columbian, so that'll be an exciting matchup.
Man, that is the football that you want to see. I believe
Absolutely.
Perkins also is off to a hot start this season.
They are, yes, they are. I believe they're undefeated. They're leading in the division. They've been doing some really great things up there, and I cannot wait to get to that point in the season because that's when it's all on the line.
Mohawk down 6 versus Gibsonburg. They're still in it.
Ross handling Sandusky easily, 42-21. Sights, meanwhile, taking it off to the left side, is going to be stopped right around the 3-yard line, so that'll bring up third down for Tiffin.
And Seneca East over there on the A stream. I'm sure we'll have our dual stream put up here in a little bit, but they're down 2 scores in a competitive game, fourth quarter. Let's see what happens.
There you go.
Oh, there's our
St.
dual
Paul.
stream. How much time we got left there? 5:38 it looks like left to play in that game, so anything could happen.
There you have it. 1:40 left to play here in Tiffin as Columbian is knocking on the door, ready to put up some more points against the Vikings. Sights, touchdown. There you have it. They've crossed the 60-point threshold. And Connor, I think you're wrong again.
Hey, I'm in the 60s.
You're in the 60s. There you go.
Well, I will say, he's only a touchdown away. Missed extra point. Let's see what happens. Connor, you might still be right once again.
There's a chance.
I predicted Valley to be in the 20s, I believe.
I think you said 69-28, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
Did you say 28? I don't think you said 28.
He said 28 and then 32 or something like that.
Well, we're going to have to go back and rewatch the film, just like all of you can rewatch it by streaming us live on YouTube. And, of course, check out our website. We're going to have all of the latest, greatest football action posted right up there for you here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
I tell you what, once again, segue. Master of the transition.
Got to work on it. Got to work on it here.
I'll get there one day.
Oh, goodness. All right, 64-28. That's your score here at Frost County Stadium as the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes have been having a blast against what will become the 2-1 Valley View Vikings. River Valley. It's not much of a view from here.
All right, so let's get some scores here. The finals: Hopewell over Fostoria, 34-12. Cary Waite, that's still in the third quarter. 42-6. Cary all over Toledo Waite.
Cary's an excellent team.
They are. They are.
Won state last year, I believe.
They did. Yep. Fremont Ross, 42-21 over Sandusky. That's in the fourth quarter. Final score: Perkins all over Port Clinton, 49-0. We are at Bellevue. They call them the B team here on the scoreboard. I wonder why that is. Bellevue over Shelby, 24-9 in the fourth. Gibsonburg over Mohawk, like we said, 28-22. So there's a little bit of a comeback there. Galleon over Upper Sandusky, 21-7 in the third quarter. Finally, Calvert down 28-6 to St. Paul. That one's about to wrap up here. 33-6 now. Yeah, I just saw the update.
I was going to say some of the results we have aren't they're updated
crazy
by people, so we're not
there
sure,
you go.
People.
All right, here in Tiffin, 1:19 remaining in the football game, and the kickoff went out of bounds, so the Vikings are going to pick up their offense, some ideal field position there at the 45-yard line, and we'll see what they can come up with the remaining minute or so left in tonight's contest. Of course, it's I'd say in hand for Tiffin, but pride is still a thing here. So here we go. They're rushing it straight ahead, and the running back's going to be drugged down right around midfield, and it looks like it was number 28. We've not seen him. 28, Caden Rowe, the senior running back for the Vikings, with the carry.
Yeah, and I expect you're going to see a little bit more of the same. Inside zone, running right up the middle. That's kind of how this game might end. Or I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to get a pass.
He's going to dance around, avoid a couple. Picked. Oh. Nearly picked off by this Columbian defense, as it looked like it was number 19, Lucas Hart, who got his hands on it and just could not hold on to the football. Oof, another excellent break for the Tiffin defenses. They have been coming ready to play, and they've been able to shut down this Viking offense for the most part tonight. All right, we've got 15 seconds remaining in the game, so we should have one more snap before we call it quits here from Frost County. And here you go, and it's going to be Rowe, the senior running back for the Vikings, takes off, cross midfield, 45-40. He's still moving, 30. He's going to be drugged down right around the 27-yard line, and that's the football game here from Tiffin, Ohio, as the Columbian Tornadoes have picked up their second victory of the season, and 64-28 over the now 2-1 Valley View River Valley Vikings. This is Heart of Ohio Sports. We're going to take a short break. Then we'll be right back with our post-game review. And we're going to hear from Connor as he lines up our player of the game.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union
is bringing us our post-game show.
There we go.
Ain't that right?
That's right, absolutely. Welcome back to Frost County Stadium from Tiffin, Ohio. Our final score here, the Tornadoes 64, the Vikings 28, as they hammered the visiting team here. And let's do a quick recap of all of tonight's action for our Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. All right, so River Valley, they got themselves off to a hot start marched right down the field in about a minute as Shadone punched in a 4-yard TD. That was 1 minute into the game there in the first quarter, but after that, it was pretty much Tiffin Columbian all the way, as you had Brockington punch it in, a 43-yard TD run. The Tiffin defense picked up a fumble recovery. Rogo pitch and catch for 24-yard touchdown toss. And then Rogo, again to Rogo, over there for a 7-yard TD pass. That's all just the first quarter, if that's not enough for you. But wouldn't you know it, as fate would have it, second quarter was a mirror image of the first quarter. You had Rogo tosses another touchdown, and that's 28-12. And then Rogo, another touchdown toss from 31 yards out. That brings it up to 35-12. Then you had Scheiber, who rushed it in, punched it in from 5 yards out for another touchdown, 42-20. And then Brockington, he gets his own touchdown, but this time from Rogo as a 34-yard TD pass. That brought Tiffin Columbian up to 50-20 at halftime. And then third quarter was pretty slow. A lot of rushing, a lot of slow play. We had the 30-point rule, so the clock was ticking constantly. And then eventually, Tiffin Columbian, they punched in another touchdown, 57. River Valley, they clawed their way back, putting up 28 points tonight. But last play of the game kind of sums it up as Seitz punches it in, and our final score, 64-28. Tiffin Columbian, they are victorious.
That they are, and man, since the first quarter, they really ran away with it, and it was exciting to watch. The deep ball was on point. The running game, 11 yards an average for Brockington coming in, and we don't have the stats on us right now, but I have to imagine that only went up. And speaking of, that's going to be our player of the game today, Damian Brockington, and we will have an interview with him later on tonight. But it's just awesome to see that, he was really untouchable, it seemed at times.
Absolutely. And, of course, our player of the game is brought to you by MST Saucy Company, Madison Street. They do a phenomenal job. They've got amazing wings. And the Sauce Company is just that extra gravy on top of the amazing stuff that they do. So thank you very much, MST Sauce Company, for sponsoring our player of the game. And I do believe you said earlier $25 gift certificate goes to our player of the game. So enjoy that, Mr. Brockington. You have earned it. And maybe share with your offensive lineman.
Exactly. Take him out to dinner. And we'll have him a little later on. I think we'll have Connor Roush, our sideline guy, with him. Right now you're seeing on this side of your screen, we're on our A stream. That's Seneca East.
There we go.
Still down, it looks like. 3 minutes left to play.
They're only down 24-35 right now.
Oh, let me tell you, that is a game you can tune in.
But there's only 3:18 left. So.
May not be enough time for Seneca East to pull that one out. Okay, so let's think ahead here a little bit, Zach. We've got Bishop Watterson next week right here on the Extreme station here for Heart of Ohio Sports. What did you like about this Columbian football team tonight, and what do you think they need to make sure they establish coming back against a big team next week?
Well, I think, first of all, it starts and ends with your offensive line, and they played phenomenally tonight. They gave Rogo the time that he needed. They gave him the ability to make those big plays downfield. So it's always tough when you're playing a team from the Columbus area, from just a bigger school, more athletes. That's just how it is. So you really need to stay solid in the trenches.
Absolutely. And the offensive line, they were able to push River Valley around and really get just about anything they wanted. And we were talking, I believe, River Valley D4, Columbian D3, so a little bit smaller than what we've got here in Tiffin, but still a solid team.
And credit to that Vikings team. Their offense really did not look outmatched.
Not at all.
They played really well. Caden Shadone.
Yep.
Man, he's a quarterback. He is a dude for them.
He's a phenomenal athlete. Does some amazing things. And you were saying he's quite the decorated quarterback too.
Yes, he is a returning all-state quarterback. We mentioned that a couple times in the broadcast. So this isn't anything new for him. It's nothing special. He can go out and really carry this team. So we're excited for them in the future. It looks like we will have Connor here momentarily with our player of the game. But yeah, going forward, that's going to be the big thing for River Valley is, you just got to be a little more solid on defense, play that up, and play your brand of football, and don't let that get too far away from you.
Yeah, and we knew that they were going to give up points, but it's always difficult from an offense to try to make up for 64 points that you're giving up. So there you have it. All right, I think we're about ready to go out to Connor with our player of the game. All right, Connor, you're on here with our player of the game.
Oh, it's Damien.
Oh, wait, Damien. Whoa.
Damien, can you hear us?
There you go.
I can hear you guys.
All right,
awesome.
Perfect, sir.
Hey, Damien, excellent job tonight. We absolutely loved sitting up here watching you run the football, and your team really came out hot and kept the momentum going from last week's victory. Congratulations. You, my man, you are our player of the game.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, so you seemed untouchable tonight at points, right? What went right for you guys?
I just think me running the ball on my own line, I just got huge gaps, I just did my job.
Crediting the O-line. You know, as player of the game, you get a gift card, and my man Zach here, he was an offensive lineman. They love chicken chunks, by the way.
Yeah,
Just going to put that out there.
I got to get him a treat. Bring some donuts or something.
There you go. Now we're talking. So we were kind of joking up here in the booth. You only had like an 11-yard average before this game. Do you think that might have changed after tonight's performance?
It might have.
So what's the attitude now going forward? Next week you guys have Bishop Watterson. Obviously, you're going to get the film here.
Yep.
What is the attitude on the team right now?
I just think that the attitude is like we just need to keep going. Like we're on the streak, just keep going. Don't worry about the little things, just keep going.
Awesome. Well, Damian, thank you very much. Congratulations on the big victory tonight, and congratulations on being our player of the game.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep, stick around. We'll have that gift card brought out to you.
Yep, thank you.
Awesome. Well, I think that's about all for us here, Zach. From Tiffin, Ohio, the Tornadoes victorious by a whopping 64-28 over the visiting Vikings. Any last words before we close it out for the evening?
I am so excited for next week.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
All right. So for Zach Dillon, for Greg Kinn, for Connor Roush, I'm Dominic Helmstetter. This is Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in, and can't wait to see you again next week.
Have a good night.